through and through. Oh, the Toon Review. Laughs and passion, football too. We are the Toon Review. By the fans, for the fans, through and through. Laughs and passion, football too. We are the Toon Review. 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 Go!
Good afternoon, one. Good afternoon, all. Welcome to Matchday Live on the Toon Review. It is just good afternoon, as it is a lunchtime kickoff, of course. You just get out of bed. You're just thinking, I'll just have a cup of coffee. I'll just do a few jobs. But then you thought, no, Newcastle playing. Bloody hell. I hate these early kickoffs. However, 'tis what it is in football, isn't it? I am joined today by my old right-hand man, my old mucker for commentating, and it is Billy Trey. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, and good afternoon to the Toon Review Massive, the Magpie Massive, all you outstanding, fantastic, superb, mega people there in Viewerland.
Indeedy do. Now, if you do enjoy today's Matchday Live show, give it a thumbs up and please do subscribe if you are new to the channel. Come and join this fantastic community here on the Toon Review. And of course, memberships are available. That is the join button underneath me and Billy. And so are super chats, which is the $ underneath the live chat. And you will guaranteed to be having your content. I'll start that again, Billy.
Why not?
If you do super chat the channel, you will definitely get your comment read out live on the show. And it's too early for me. It really is. And that's it, really. Enjoy the show, folks. But straight away, we'll dive into the teams, guys, because there is a few little changes here and there. Shall I say a few little changes, Billy? This is how we line up this afternoon. Ramsdale, Hall, Cher, Tonali, Gordon, Chow, Murphy, Walter Mada, Bruno, Ramsey, and Miley. And on the bench, Billy, Ruddy, Joe Linton, Wisser, Barnes, Alanga, Willock, Alex Murphy, Shahar, and Neve.
Yeah, it's a very experimental sort, I would say. I'm surprised Ramsey's in, but it's a big chance for him to prove himself. It really is. Surprised Voltemada's in also ahead of Wisser. Thought it might be the less attacking option of the two, I would say. We shall see. Gordon for Barnes is an odd one also. Given the form that Barnes is in. I'd have played Gordon and Barnes together and maybe play one of them on the right. But Eddie Howe's paid for the big bucks, and that's why he's played these. Tonali's back in, which we expected, of course. And Lewis Hall has passed the fitness test, so all is good in the back four with Miley playing at right back, of course.
Well, yeah, it's not all good. Although Miley, he's up against it today, though. As we'll see, this is how the visitors line up. They go with Sanchez in goal, Gusto, Chalobah, Fofana, and Cucurella. Reese James, Caicedo, Neto, Palmer, Garnacho, and Joao Pedro. Billy, it's a strong Chelsea lineup.
Very strong, isn't it? Strong back four. James sitting in front of them with Caicedo, who's outstanding. No Renzo Fernandez, but I think James is able there. And then you've got Neto, Palmer, and Garnacho with Joao Pedro in front of them. Yeah, it's going to be hard to keep these like that, I've got to say.
Yeah, I mean, Enzo's on the bench. Badiashile, Tosin, Hedo, Andres Santos, Buenanote, and Gu. They are on the bench for Chelsea. So, I mean, Billy, looking at the team, what was your prediction for the game?
I didn't give one.
Well, you weren't on, were you? No.
No.
That's true. You had a night off. Well, come on then.
I think we'll get beat 2-1.
You think the problems will still be there, do you?
I think they're just better than us, to be honest, with that side, I've got to say.
Did you hear what my prediction was, Billy?
What was yours?
4-1 to the Toon.
Oh, well. There you go. But I'm just thinking with the injuries and what have you, and I don't know, I just think they've got a little bit more quality in.
Well, I just think we have to turn up at some point, Billy. And I hopefully feel like today's the day. But it's a tight turnaround, obviously, from Wednesday to lunchtime Saturday. But there's players in this starting lineup who didn't start on Wednesday. So,
Correct.
We can't really use that as an excuse. Nick's pick says, "Oh, you pair of beautiful bastards." Spike says Barnes and Wisser should have started. Edward says, "Pressure on Ramsey, Big Nick, and Gordon. They have to deliver. I hate cheating Chelsea." Well, Billy, Harvey Barnes. If you're Harvey Barnes, right, you are now left on the bench for the last 2 Premier League games.
Yeah,
I don't like it. I don't like it at all, and I'm not with this. Absolutely not with this thing of Wednesday, and he shouldn't be playing today because there's other players in the team who did that. Harvey Barnes, for me, is one of our better players. He's bang in form, but yet again, Anthony Gordon gets the shout.
Yeah, it just seems like Harvey Barnes is second choice there, doesn't it? Even despite his out being much more for us than what Anthony Gordon's is. I mean, Anthony Gordon at his best is probably better than Harvey Barnes at his best.
Yeah.
How often do we see Anthony Gordon at his best? Not very often.
Well, certainly not for a long time.
I'd fit both in. I'd have played Barnes on the right, personally, but there you go.
Well, look, but Gordon's never had an assist since bloody January, so he needs to perform today. He has to come good today. We're up against a very, very good side. Ben Faraday says, "Hi, lads. I'm normally a Spotify listener, but nice to catch you on a live today. Fingers crossed for a win and keep up the good work." Thank you very much, Ben. Yeah, if you don't know, we do all the live shows, apart from Matchday Live. All the other nighttime shows, they go up onto Spotify and Apple Podcasts and all that about an hour after the show. So if you do want to listen to the show again, when you're walking the dog or just in the car, we are on Apple and Spotify or wherever you get your podcasts from. Just search the Toon Review. Cool Dude is in the house. How are me, bonny lads? Indeed. Now, Garnacho's a funny one, Billy, because obviously he's signed for Manchester United. Yep. He seems to be a first choice. He's played a lot of games for Chelsea. Is this again? We're seeing the proper Garnacho here and not the one that was at Manchester United?
Well, he's a good player, and he even scored against us last year. St James's for Manchester United, so I've got no qualms about him. He's a good player. I'm surprised more teams weren't in for him. Actually, anyone that plays at Manchester United in the past 12 months has had their values slashed because of the way that club is. But I mean, Garnacho's gone to Manchester United, to Chelsea, and he's proven himself to be an asset to them. So. Yeah, he's a good player.
Now, obviously, the midfield, Billy, is going to be a very, very interesting part of the pitch today. We've got James and Caicedo sitting in front of a back four, and then Joao. Are you there, Billy?
I'm here, but you keep dying.
I don't know what happened there. This
internet, now.
Yeah, this internet's balls it up all the time. I don't know why. It's a pain in the arse. Anyway, Joao Pedro, we know what he's all about, Billy, and will cause us some problems today. So we have to be right from the off today. We can't give Chelsea the ball and let them play on the ball all the time because we will get punished.
I think one of the reasons why Anthony Gordon's playing is because of his record against Reese James, who will come across and cover at some point. Yeah. And he has had him sent off a couple of times, hasn't he? So I think that's the reason why Gordon's playing. So that'll be the plan, to get the ball to Gordon down that right-hand side against Gusto, with James coming across to cover and maybe getting James carded in off again, which has happened a few times. So, I understand why Gordon is playing. But as you say, we can't give the ball away. Tonali and Bruno have got to be frugal with the ball, keeping it in our possession, and Jacob Murphy also, and Jacob Ramsey to a certain extent, who's pretty tidy with it anyway. But it's going to be an interesting game. But to keep him out for 90 minutes, I'm not sure.
Not easy. Spike says, Paul, you missed my first super chat, eh? I've only got one there, Spike, and I read it out. Barnes and Wisser should have started. That's the only one I've got. Spike, I don't know where the other one's gone. Choppy's been a member for 11 months. Why does Eddie pick Anthony Gordon? Harvey Barnes is a better finisher and doesn't usually have an off day. But he hasn't had an off day for a while. That's certainty. But
that's the reason, because of Reese James for me.
You reckon? I mean, look, Gordon's got to come good at some point in the Premier League, Billy. We've seen it in the Champions League.
Yeah.
And if many people are going to accuse him of only turning up against the big sides, then this is the one to turn up for, surely.
Yeah, I think so. You'd think so against an England colleague as well. I know he's not directly against him, but he will end up on that side of the pitch, covering with Malagusto. No doubt about it.
Well, Caicedo will do the same on the other side, won't he? So
Caicedo's an absolute beast. So
that's what they are. Yeah, he's a fantastic player. Now, obviously, you've said you can't see us winning today, Billy. But how do we win this game? Where do we win this game today if there is a possibility of doing over Chelsea?
By creating chances, and I just don't think this side has the capability of creating chances for a big, tall centre forward. If I'm perfectly honest, he's had to feed on scraps, and a lot of his goals have just been magic, haven't they?
Yeah.
So I personally would have played Wissa, personally.
Well, look, me and Alex mentioned last night the difference between the two and the fact that, Waldemar very much plays with his back to goal.
Absolutely.
Wissa plays facing goal. They're very two different players.
Absolutely.
And the runs that Wissa was making on Wednesday were fantastic. But I can understand Waldemar starting because he's just come back, Wissa. A very quick turnover of games. Hopefully we'll see him for we'll get half an hour out of him today. But I think the importance for me is Waldemar needs to be in those critical areas like Wissa was the other night, because I don't think Waldemar would have been where Wissa was for that goal on Wednesday, for our first goal. I don't think Waldemar...
midfielders supporting Waldemar and getting ahead of him. So then his work is worthwhile. Because at the minute, with no one ahead of him, no one level with him, he's wasting his time and he's just losing the ball. That for me is the point. We haven't really settled into a system where Waldemar works.
Well, crosses for me, I was frustrated as hell on Wednesday night because we get to a point where we can cross the ball and we keep, filtering it back round and going round in circles and things like that. I hope that Murphy, because he's playing today, gets the ball like he did at Sunderland, looks up, fires in crosses. But Waldemar has to be in there. And so he needs the support from midfield as well. So I think Jacob Ramsey is important today to push on into the penalty area. And Bruno. Now that Tonali's back in there sitting in the 6, Bruno can get a bit further forward, I think. So, I think that there is options there to hurt Chelsea, but it depends how Eddie sends us out tactically. If he sends us out tactically just to, try and hit them on the break, I think we lose the game because I do not think we play very well like that. But Alex said last night that this side is in transition. We're not the high press side anymore. That's quite obvious because we don't do it this season.
We're not with Waldemar in this side because you can't do it, but we do a little bit with Wissa. I mean, we did a bit of pressing on Wednesday night, but it was tempered. It wasn't the all-out press that we used to see. I think that's definitely disappeared from our makeup. But there are times where we will press, and I hope to see it today at some point. But I just don't see it with Waldemar in the side.
I mean, Gordon and Murphy can definitely press. Gordon and Murphy have the stamina, have the pace. They can get at the Chelsea defenders to press them and the goalkeeper. Waldemar doesn't necessarily have to do it. We can come from the side to press. We've seen that before a long time ago, granted. But is this team in transition, Billy? Is it trying to sort of play a different way? But the way we're playing just doesn't seem right, does it?
I wouldn't say it was in transition. I just think that the manager has been very negative, especially away from home, with the way he set the team up. And, it may be...
Eddie disagrees with that, doesn't he? Because he was asked that in his press conferences.
He's going to, isn't he? But we could all see it.
Yeah, he was also asked about the, the last few weeks, have there been a grind? And he said no. He said they've been enjoyable because we're still involved in all the competitions. So I don't think Eddie necessarily, he certainly doesn't think it's a negative way of playing. We know that because he keeps playing it and he keeps trying to get it right. But it is massively important for me today that he gets it right because Chelsea, that's not, Chelsea aren't Sunderland. Chelsea aren't, Fulham. They're a very strong team. And Cole Palmer especially, we know what he can do to us. Incidentally, Chelsea's team lineup on their Twitter page, right? It's got Cole Palmer with the team out, and he's holding an ice cube.
Well, that's
I don't understand.
That's his thing, isn't it? Cole Palmer, that's his celebration. Cole Palmer. That's what he does.
Oh, cold Palmer, right? Okay, I get you.
Celebration. Yeah, that's celebration. Whenever he scored, that's that thing.
Is that what it is? I thought it was some kind of butterfly, wasn't it? Birds, tweet, something like that.
But, what was I going to say? I was going to say something there. I just hope, because we're playing a supposed big side at home, that we don't slip into that negative way of playing as we did at the Stadium like last Sunday at home.
Yeah.
I don't want to see that. I don't think the fans want to see that. And I don't think anyone wants to see it, really.
Well, there was a bit of... I've spoken to a few guys who were at the game on Wednesday, Billy, and certainly in the first half, there was a few moans and groans about when we sort of started going forward and then we passed it back. There was a few unhappy groans, shall we say, in the fan base, and saying attack. So I think they'll want that. They'll want that there today. We want to see a team going out, because I think we're at our best, Billy, when we do attack.
Absolutely.
And I think we're better defensively when we do that as well. I've said that a lot of times.
Of course we are. Attack is the best form of defence in my mind. They can't score a goal when we're in there attacking their penalty box all the time, can they?
Yeah.
Unless we get caught in a counter, of course.
Yeah. I mean, one thing I want to see from Voldemar today, Billy, is better hold-up play.
Absolutely.
Challenge for the ball when it's, the goal kicks or when a long ball is played. Challenge for the ball. Try and jump with the defender, because he hasn't done that at the minute. I want to see him try and win the headers. He's a big bloke. He can get the flick-ons and stuff, but also his hold-up play has to be better. Yeah, it hasn't been good lately. He's had a rest now. He didn't start the game on Wednesday. This is an opportunity for me to hopefully see Big Nick again at his very, very best. Yeah. Eskimo Boy's been a member for 4 months and says, no Barnes and Wisser. Eddie looking to be sacked. Not happy. Hope we win, but can't see it now. Ricky Thomas says, how the fuck is Gordon in over Barnes? Eddie's done it again. Surprise, surprise. Ricky says, if we lose, Eddie can clear his desk. And Master has gifted a Toon Review membership. Thank you very much for that. That is very kind indeed. I mean, it's difficult for Eddie, isn't it, Billy, if we're openly honest, because he's got these two games very, very close together. Yeah. But they are at home. It's not like we've done any travelling or anything like that. He could put players on the bench and to maybe give players a break after an hour or after 65 minutes. I don't mind him rotating, to be honest, because I think as long as Gordon shows up today and as long as Murphy shows up, and Voldemar, except these rotated players, they've got to start stepping up. And certainly Anthony Gordon, for me, has to. He's got to start stepping up.
Well, he does magical things in the Cups, doesn't he? He was fantastic in the execution.
Yeah,
he was fantastic in the Carabao Cup previous round. Not the one just got, didn't play, did he? But
yeah,
he's got to start doing it in the league, hasn't he? The bread and butter it's imperative that he does, and it's imperative he has a good game today. And that means get his afterburners on and going past Gusto and James. If you can get James sent off, happy days. You've done it before.
Look, I've seen a lot of people making comments before the game when the teams came out and saying, look, he's going against Gusto and James today, but he's an England international. If he's got to go and prove against the best. Yeah. And this is a big test for him today. Reese James, whether you like it or not, he's in the England side. Gusto is a very capable right back, and it will be difficult for Anthony Gordon. But these are the games that you need your elite players to step up for, and this is a chance for Anthony Gordon now to step up and show what he can do.
100%. 100%.
We've got a super chat from Grange Toon. It says, one of my mates saw Eddie telling Alanga to cut back in when I was running along the wing, by the way. Crazy if true. Let's get behind the team today. How are the lads? And Kaylee's been a member on the channel for 9 months. I hope Barnes comes on from the bench and scores a belter. How are the lads? Well, I just hope he doesn't come on from the bench needing to do something. That's the big thing. And again, just like Wisser, we don't want Wisser to have to come on and he has to perform as well to try and get us out of jail. We want them to come on when we're in a good position so that they can relax a bit and maybe get a few more goals. But Time will tell. Right, I'm going to put my usual warning out just before we go to kickoff, guys. No spoilers in the chat. You might be ahead of me and Billy. If you don't want to be ahead, pause your TV when you go to kickoff. I'll tell you when we kick off on here. Then we'll all be in sync. But wait until me and Billy have commentated on the incident before you put anything in. You don't have to stay in sync with us. But if you are ahead, don't put anything in the chat until me and Billy have commentated on it. If you do, the mods will remove you. We don't want that. We want to have a good watch along this afternoon. So please respect those people who can't watch the game and are just listening to our commentary. No spoilers, please. And we don't want to remove anybody. So thank you very, very much for that. Chippers, almost a 50-month member, Billy. Can you believe that?
Wow.
We need big performances again today. If the lads don't step up, the questions will again be asked. And Stephen says, Paul and Billy, we need to put our best effort today. 4:30 a.m. here. How are the lads? I mean, that's commitment. That's commitment. Undoubtedly. Undoubted commitment, Billy. Hey, have you loaded up yet?
Yeah, I can't get anything.
Oh. Yeah, there's nothing there, is there? There is nothing started yet, Billy. I don't think it's started yet, to be honest. Go back to the center. Not to panic. Not to panic. I'm sweating like a It's always weird when we do these, isn't it? It's like, oh God.
We're only a minute from kickoff, so there should be something there.
Yeah. Sometimes it just generates late. We are still awaiting, folks.
Try some of the other ones, they're not working either.
Oh. That's not good. Oh, right. Well, I've got it on one of my streams, Billy.
We've got it on.
I can't say, can I?
Put it in the private chat.
Okay. There you go. Just looking at Enzo Maresca. looks a little bit of a calm as there can be today, Billy, is Maresca.
Where you put it?
What?
Where you put it? I can't see it.
I haven't put the link. Just put it. Just type it in.
I can't see anything. It's nothing there.
It's in the what? It's directly to you.
In the private chat or on WhatsApp?
No, in WhatsApp.
Oh, right. Well, that's why I can't see it then.
Jesus. Honestly. Wow. What are we like? What a pair we are. Let's get the clock ready to get going. I mean, you'll have to keep checking our usual one, Billy, because I'm sure it'll start eventually.
I'm just going to check it now.
But Chelsea will kick the game off, guys. They are attacking the Gallagher end in the first half, so we won the toss again by the looks of things. And we are ready to go, waiting for the referee to blow his whistle and get this game underway. And we're off. Here we go. Newcastle United, Chelsea at St. James's back. Anything, Billy?
No.
Oh, dear. Ramsey immediately winning a header, long ball into the air. And Murphy's put a left foot under it, skies it high into the St. James's sky. Now Gordon picks it up, but unfortunately can't keep a hold of the ball. Cucurella gives it back to Sanchez. And a very good press from Voltemade early doors. My goodness me. And now first bit of defending for Fabian Schär. Joao Pedro all over him. Schär does well. Left foot ball up the line. Gordon with a little nice flick to Jacob Ramsey. He's beaten to it by James, but Ramsey wins it back to Bruno. Bit of a pulsatingly quick start to this game here. as it's with Ramsdale now. Fabian Schär. Back to Ramsdale. Right on the penalty spot now. Again, taking his time. And finds Malik Chow. Chow to Murphy. And here's Voltemada. Tried to... Oh, there's an off-the-ball incident there. Caicedo taking down Bruno, and Bruno wasn't happy with that at all. That was an off-the-ball incident, but the referee says, no, nothing in that. Get on with the game. Palmer immediately gets it out wide for Garnacho. His first run at Miley. Garnacho to Cole Palmer. Tries to chip Ramsdale, and it hits the top of the net and over for a goal kick. Clever play from Cole Palmer there. But luckily for us, his shot is over the bar. Good work again. Garnacho's first run at Lewis Miley. Cuts inside. Palmer sees Ramsdale slightly off his line. It was never going in. It was never going in, of course. But it was close. It was very close. And that's just a warning to Newcastle, I think, there. Just beware. As Reese James has it again. Back to Sanchez. And he launches it again. Good header by Fabian Schär. Tonali dusted off it a little bit by Reese James, who again fires it right. Lewis Hall is back there, and so is Ramsdale. Ramsdale whacks it into the stands. Safety first there from the Newcastle goalkeeper. As we now have two balls on the pitch, as Pedro Neto can't take the throw in. He leaves it for Gusto. Anything, Billy?
No.
Dear me. I see a very strongly worded email coming in very soon. Here's Cucurella. Out wide now for Garnacho again. He cuts inside. Good ball into number 29, who's, of course, Fofana. A nice bit of play there, but Gordon wins it back. Lovely tackle by Gordon. Now Bruno sends it out wide for Murphy. Opportunity for Murphy to get a cross in. He does. Voldemada's touch, and it's somehow kept out. And Voldemada smashes it in the net. And Newcastle United have taken the lead in the first 4 minutes of the game. And it's Nick Voltemada. How on earth that took so long to put in the net, I do not know. But Newcastle United have taken the lead. So go and grab your granny and pull a Christmas cracker. Well, Gordon did brilliantly to win the ball back. Bruno sends it wide to Murphy. Murphy, brilliant ball in again. Voltemada gets there. Gordon, what a save that is from Sanchez. But then the rebound falls to Big Nick, and he smashes it home. Gordon did really well to get where he did. Sanchez made a remarkable save, quite honestly. Gordon gets in front of Gusto. It's a brilliant save with his shin. Bounces. I have no idea what Fofana's doing, but Voltemada into the roof of the net, and it's 1-0 Newcastle United. I have no idea how that went in or how it stayed out in the first place, but we are ahead. That's mental. That is absolutely mental. I still don't know. I mean, Chelsea are complaining that there was a foul on Gusto from Anthony Gordon. Was the bollocks? Gusto just didn't want to get there. Gordon showed real spirit to get there first. And we get our luck rewarded from a save of Sanchez's shin. And it's smashed in by Nick Voltemada. 1-0 to Newcastle United. What a start. Considering Chelsea were looking dangerous early doors, we get the goal. Now, can we go and build on that? Cucurella forward for Chelsea. Chow nods it down to Sandro Tonali. But the whistle's gone. And I believe Chelsea have a free kick. I think there was a offside there. Indeed, there was. Here's Cucurella. Fofana, who'll be really disappointed. I don't know whether he slipped or just miskicked the ball there after Sanchez made the save. Palmer, Gusto, and now Neto flicks it on for Gusto again. Lovely back heel to Neto. Neto in the box. Chance here for Chelsea. Palmer can't get there. It comes to Garnacho, and he smashes it over the bar. Real opportunity for Chelsea to answer straight back. Butter my arse and then fry some bacon on it. That was close. but it remains 1-0 to Newcastle. I mean, they were lining up there to take shots. It came all the way through the box to Garnacho, and he really did get under that one. But a good answer back by Chelsea to try and get back in this game. Anything, Billy?
Nah.
What is going on?
Nothing.
Here's Ramsey. Now to Lewis Hall. Hall to Share. Back to Ramsdale now. Ramsdale takes a touch and then drills a low ball up to Voldemort. What a pass that was. And now Bruno over the top for Murphy. That's a brilliant ball. Again, Anthony Gordon is making railroads into the box. Gusto's gone down again. And he stayed down. No foul. Cheating bastard. And it's still bouncing around. And Cucurella somehow manages to get the ball off Murphy. And it's stumped into the sky. Gusto is still down. He hasn't got a boot on either. But Newcastle have won the ball back. It's not a head injury. Why should we? Gordon in acres of space. Oh, he smashes it over the bar from around 9 yards out. Chelsea are absolutely furious. Sanchez has been booked for charging at the referee. It wasn't a head injury. There's no need to stop the game. You know the rules, Chelsea. You know exactly what happens on the football pitch. Anthony Gordon will be really disappointed with that finish, though. Completely unmarked. Level on the... Well, it was 6. It's 12 yards out. It's on the penalty spot to the side of it. And he's absolutely whacked it over the bar. Really disappointing from Anthony Gordon there. Big opportunity. Gusto, funny enough, is back on his feet without the trainer. So as soon as the ball goes out and we get an opportunity... Well, actually, I think Sanchez made a save because he's given a corner. So he must have got a touch on it. He then went charging to the referee, and the referee was waiting for him and just showed him a yellow card.
I'm back in.
Oh, you're in now?
Yeah.
What time have you got?
7 minutes 20.
Fuck me, Billy. You're around 40 seconds behind me.
I know.
But at least you can see the game and you can comment on it. That's the main thing.
I ain't logged in, that's why. He says I'm not logged in.
Oh, okay. You'll probably still be behind. Anyway, it's another corner on the other side for Newcastle. Tonali will take this one. And again, it's going to be a right-footed in-swinger. Newcastle, all the big men lined up at the back end of the penalty area. Let's see what we do with this one. It's obviously something we've been working on. Tonali. Oh! Comes off the top of the goal again. And certainly, again, it was a similar sort of corner to what Bruno's been putting in lately. Right onto the top of the net. Very unlucky that. Oh, I'll tell you what, it wasn't far from going in. Sanchez was a little panicked there. And he had to put his hand there just to protect the goal because he wasn't sure that was going in.
Lost it again.
He's still traumatized thinking about arse bacon. Oh, sorry.
It's gone again.
Oh, dear, Billy. Have you tried the one I sent you?
I can't get into it.
Why?
Because I'm on a tablet.
Ah, right.
No number, no nothing.
Here's Gordon. Tonali again. Can't hang on to it. Smashed into the stands. And it's a throw into Newcastle, who, well, we've started okay. Chelsea looked a dangerous side in the first 2 or 3 minutes, but we've certainly been fired up. Gordon has looked really up for this game. Obviously, forced Sanchez into the save for the first goal. Should have possibly made it 2-0. Sanchez made a great save, however. I thought he blasted it over the bar, but it was actually a good save from the goalkeeper. So Gordon's looking very, very lively early doors for Newcastle United. Long ball forward again. Cher just gives Joao Pedro a little push. It's back with Ramsdale now. Ramsdale just taking his time again. Good work by Miley to get the ball to him. Long ball again by Ramsdale. Finds Miley. Headed back to Bruno. Turns. Lays it back for Malik Chow. Chow just took his eye off the ball for a second there, but sweeps up quite nicely. And now Miley, little dink down the line. Bruno kind of dummied that, little looking for Murphy, but it didn't happen. And now for Fafana. And Gordon, as Voldemar, absolutely sprint to try and close the goalkeeper down, which is nice to see. Here's Cucurella. Now Garnacho. Caicedo. Gusto's made a good run in field, but it's a terrible ball, and it's intercepted by Ramsey. Caicedo was there to stop him. He should have probably released that earlier there, Jacob Ramsey, because it set Chelsea away now with Garnacho, and he's gone past Miley, but he's put it too far. It's a goal kick. Good cover by Lewis Miley. But Garnacho simply took it too far. And there's a lot of his fellow colleagues very, very annoyed. And Newcastle get their goal kick. You got anything, Bill?
As soon as I log in, it fucks it up. There's something wrong with that fucking site, mate.
That's annoying.
Right, I'm going to leave you. No point me being here with you.
Well, if you get back in, come back.
No point.
See if you can get TNT or something. See if you can get something. As Chelsea come on the attack again, just come back if you can, Billy.
Let's see, I'm going to try on my computer.
Okay. Right, Billy will be back if he can get back to us, of course. So we will hope that he can use his magical skills and get back on. The Naked Noise Boy says, Billy, can you unwrap your sweets before we start? I think he already has, to be honest. That's the least of his worries at the minute. Anyway, long ball for Newcastle, taken down well by Jacob Murphy. Murphy onto Miley. Bruno's ahead of him. Miley cuts inside, then lays it to Bruno. Murphy then goes on the overlap, but doesn't get it. Bruno plays it back to Malik Chow. If you just joined us, it is 1-0 to Newcastle United. A fantastic goal, finished off eventually by Voltemada. Gordon did a lot of the hard work to make a save from Sanchez after a great ball in from Jacob Murphy. And Sanchez clips the ball forward now, looking for Neto on this near side, but he's not there. Reese James, that's a heavy touch. And Fafana has to work hard to get back there. And then Sanchez clears again. Lewis Hall gets ahead of Pedro Neto. Neto didn't want to even try for the challenge there. Here's Ramsey. Lewis Hall again. Suddenly turns. Lewis Hall heading to the byline. Great skill by him. Gusto blocks. It's a corner to Newcastle. Great work again from young Lewis Hall. Absolutely fantastic from the youngster there. Gusto did well to stick to him. But again, good driving forward by the left back. And Gusto makes a good challenge. But we are looking okay so far today. We're playing well. As we come up to 15 minutes, I'm quite happy with the start we've made to this game. Chelsea do look dangerous when they come forward. But we look absolutely solid as a rock. And that, that's not easy for me to say sometimes. However, here's Toon Army with a corner. Again, dipped right under the bar. This time Sanchez claims it. And he's knocked over by Fabian Schär. And the referee gives a free kick as Lewis Hall scores into an empty net. Caicedo having a dig at him. Sancho claims he was fouled by Schär. Let's have another look. Sancho gets the ball. I mean, it's a coming together. He's thrown it too far in front of Neto. Hall's then picked it up and curls the ball into the net. Let's have another look. Was there a foul there? Yeah, there was, actually. Put his arm across him. Definite foul. Sancho again goes long this time for Neto. Lewis Hall deals with him. Tonali to Ramsey. This is very positive stuff from Newcastle. Gordon now. Gordon cuts inside. Voldemar. It wasn't a great ball, but we got it back now with Ramsey. Ramsey into the box. Plays it to Gordon. Just Gordon's first touch let him down slightly there. Chelsea smash it away. But at the moment, it is dominance from Newcastle United at the minute. And we lead by 1-0. Very positive opening start to this game for Newcastle. Here's Chow. Miley, lovely feint, and gets away from Garnacho. Inside to Bruno. Bruno to Voltemata. This time he holds it up. Bruno again. Slides it into Miley. Brilliant football, this from Newcastle. And now we send Murphy away down the right-hand side. We need backup in the box. There's nobody there at the minute. So Murphy couldn't get an early cross in. Bruno. Back to Murphy. Lovely touch to Tonali. Possibly could have gone for a first-time ball there, Tonali, but he's won the corner. I thought he could have played that in first time, and the Cookie Monster has a right go at the linesman there. He's screaming at him. Absolute prick. He's still going at him. Book him. I mean, to be fair to Cucurella, it was a goal kick. It seemed to come off Tonali last, but I don't give a shit. There's no... Well, in fact, the referee's changed his mind and gone for a goal kick. But why isn't Cucurella being booked there for dissent? Screaming at the linesman like that, that's pathetic. Without a doubt, should have been some sort of card there for Cucurella. You can't scream at the linesman like that. Anyway, play goes on. Cucurella inside for Cole Palmer. Chelsea at the minute just swamped by black and white shirts. That's a good ball down the line looking for Garnacho, but he ain't going to beat Malik Chow to that. And Ramsdale gets it away first time. What a ball that is, looking for Voltemata, who takes it down really well, but has been penalised for a handball. And Voltemata is extremely unhappy at that decision. I thought it was a good takedown, but what a ball it was by Ramsdale. First time straight down the throat of Voltemata. Caicedo now to Cole Palmer. Chow steps up, intercepts. Here he is again on the ball. Malik Chow. Palmer all over the back of him. Chow will not be knocked off the ball, though. This is our centre-back here, just doing brilliant things down the right-hand side. Unfortunately, the support wasn't there for him. Reese James. Ramsey biting in at his heels again. Great play from Ramsey. And again, this is Chalobah forced into just belting the ball forward for Chelsea. Chow again winning a header. Cucurella. Caicedo. And now Chelsea try and break away. He is Neto on the near side. Good ball inside for Joao Pedro. Pedro, though, is going backwards. Marshalled brilliantly by Cher, but Pedro's spun away from him. But Lewis Hall, get in, son. Anthony Gordon going in for a tackle. That's what I want to see. 50-50 tackles like that. Gordon flying into the challenge. Brilliant from Anthony Gordon there. Good work from Pedro initially because he turned away from Fabian Cher. But look at the passion of Gordon to get in there. That's what we want to see. Newcastle playing really well so far. Gusto now. Back to Fofana. Fofana looking forward, seeing if there's anybody available. Palmer comes deep. Played out to Cucurella. Floats one over the top. And Chow's going to have to be careful here because Gusto had come way across the other side of the field. But now their right back is missing. Ramsey. Gordon. Oh, that's a terrible challenge by Fofana. Free kick to Newcastle. But we look up for this, guys, and this is a lot better football from Newcastle. Actually showing a bit of commitment into the tackles and a bit of passion. That's what we want. And that's what we love from, Eddie Howe sides playing like this. We you can get right behind them. We've certainly caused Chelsea an awful lot of problems, but we need to keep this going. This is important. We need to keep this going here. Because at the moment, Chelsea can't offer anything. It's going to be Lewis Hall with the free kick. Plays it out wide now for Anthony Gordon. Gordon cuts in on his right, looks up, sends a beautiful cross in. Voltemata! That's a brilliant goal from Newcastle. And an astonishing finish from Nick Voltemata. What a little tapping on the instep of his right foot. And Newcastle United are 2-0 up. What a brilliant goal. What a cross from Anthony Gordon. And let's go and grab your granny because she is now climbing Christmas trees. Just showing a replay of the goal just to make sure Voltemata is onside. Oh, it's very close. It's an incredible finish from Voltemata. Absolutely inspiring finish. But will he be given onside? What a touch that is, by the way. Brilliant ball in from Anthony Gordon. And a sensational just a little toe on it from Voldemar to guide it past. Now, VAR are looking at this, guys. It is incredibly close to being offside. But why don't they... See, this is the annoying thing about the offsides. You know, just put the lines up straight away. Why don't they do that? Why don't they just put the lines up? And then you can see straight away. Why do they wait? Honestly. It's pathetic. It's absolutely pathetic. This new offside system was supposed to give us an idea. I think he's onside, actually. You know, looking across the line, I think he's level. I'm pretty sure he's level, but it could be his fingers offside, guys. It could literally be his fingers. It's a very, very tight check, this. As Billy Borbett returns. How are we doing, Billy?
Yeah, I've got a picture of some kind.
Well, they're just checking Voldemar's goal here.
Yeah, that's what I've got. I'm on the same as you, 21-8, 21-20.
Yeah, you're a couple of seconds behind us. That's perfect.
Well, that's good enough for me. That's fucking good enough for me. Yeah, bastard.
I think he might be slightly off here, Billy. I don't know about you.
I can't see. I haven't seen it.
It was a wonderful goal, though. I mean, so disappointing if this is ruled out because it was a fantastic bit of skill.
Yeah, there might be a foot offside there.
It was a brilliant ball in from Gordon, and the touch by Voldemar was sensational. Well, but they are taking forever making this decision.
It's a white foot. It's a white leg.
He's onside. He's onside. It will count. Why don't they put the lines up straight away, Billy?
Because we're wearing black socks. It's a white leg that's playing him on.
I don't understand why they don't put the lines up straight away instead of all that delay, Bill. It's ridiculous. But what a goal, Billy. An absolute stunner of a goal. You haven't seen it?
No.
Oh, mate. Here it is.
What minute you on?
23:36.
Oh, a minute behind you. Complete minute.
A minute?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you're still watching the game, Billy, so...
Hang on, I'm going to go back in and see what happens now.
Billy, Anyway, it's 2-0 to Newcastle, and Nick Voldemar has got both the goals. Absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible touch. Dan Kane, I played Granny when we scored, mate. Granny's been played twice. I don't know how you've missed it. You've seen the goal?
Beautiful touch.
Brilliant cross from Gordon. Sensational touch from Nick Voldemar. Brilliant stuff. Voldemar again trying to send Murphy away down the right-hand side, but they managed to get it back to Sanchez. Chelsea have a real uphill struggle now. We have played brilliantly in this first 25 minutes. No doubt about it. The team's up for it. The players are up for it. Everybody seems up for it at the minute. And we've scored two really good goals. I mean, that touch by Voldemar, just to guide it in the corner. That's unbelievable piece of skill again.
Yeah, that's service as well, isn't it? That's what he's been been crying out for.
Yep, absolutely. You know? Absolutely. It was a brilliant ball in from Gordon. Absolutely superb. He's been good as well, by the way. Credit to Gordon. He's been really good. So is Miley. What a play that is. Murphy turns back, then gives it again. Ramsey into the box. Ramsey. Oh, he's trying to pull it back for Voldemar, but it was intercepted. Voldemar just hanging back on the penalty spot there, waiting. Chelsea have, honestly, they're diving all over the place. Ridiculous. Here's Gordon. Tonali makes an overlap. Gordon, Tonali. In comes a sliding Gusto. Gordon comes in. Tonali picks up the ball. Gordon's gone down. And the referee has given a free kick. Terrible challenge by Gusto. And Newcastle get a free kick for down by the almost, it may as well be a corner.
Hang on.
But he's on the phone at the minute, so this is an opportunity again to put the ball in the net. Certainly put a ball on a really good spot for the likes of Voldemar. Chow's up there. You know, Miley's got the height as well, of course, after scoring on Wednesday. But what an absolute solid, powerful start from Newcastle to the first half an hour. This is the Newcastle that we know. Tonali will take the free kick. Lewis Hall's come for a short one, but I think Tonali's going to put this in the box. No, he doesn't. He gives it. That's a terrible free kick. He's given straight to Cole Palmer. And all the momentum there. Oh, that's a late one on Ramsey as well. Goodness me, referee. Come on. And finally, another yellow card, and rightly so. Very, very late tackle on Jacob Ramsey by Garnacho, and he's shown the yellow card. It was a poor touch by Garnacho in the first. Oh, he's gone right down the inside. That is a dangerous tackle. Studs up right down the inside of the leg of Ramsey. That's a red for me. I've seen red cards given for that, guys. I don't know about you, but that was studs right down the inside of his leg there. That was a shocker from Garnacho. How are VAR not looking at that? I thought studs up and dragging them down the leg of a player was a red card. VAR, I'm not sure whether they've checked it or not, but anyway, play's gone on. Free kick to the back post and a volley from Fabian Schär. My God! Brilliant volley from Schär, but straight at Sanchez. But bloody hell, either side of him, that was in. Connected with it brilliantly. And Hall again, bursting through. Here's Ramsey. Stays calm on the ball. Back to Schär again. He has Chow Schär in support. This is brilliant from Newcastle. This is absolutely brilliant. But I cannot believe Garnacho's got away with that, guys. I cannot believe that. 5 shots on target so far for Newcastle. Lewis Hall, brilliant. He took a bad touch, but then regains composure to win it back. Bruno now. Bruno inside for Lewis Miley. Miley just in the centre circle. Back to Fabian Schär. He'll just calm it down. Bruno. And again, pulling Chelsea out of their defensive formation. I don't know about you guys in the chat, but and there again, look at that from bloody Reese James on Ramsey. Referee's got to get control of this here. Chelsea are getting away with everything. But I tell you what, lots of people in the chat saying it was a red, that, and I agree with you. That was a shocker. You look at the slow motion, his studs are up like that, and he goes right down the inside of Ramsey's calf. Shocking. But obviously, Chelsea are losing the plot. They're getting very upset with the situation. It's not going their way at all in the first half an hour. Newcastle have been absolutely rampant. Back to our good old selves today so far. Rampant, folks. Miley, Chow heads it away. Garnacho flicks it on. Schär to Tonali, and he confidently back to Ramsdale. Ramsdale takes a touch and sends the ball out to Voldemar. Chelsea managed to win it back, though, and Cucurella goes back to Sanchez in the Chelsea goal. I mean, I'll tell you something. I would love to know how that would go if that was a Bruno or a Tonali making that challenge that Garnacho did, because I'm pretty sure that there would have been a completely different reaction to that. Completely different. Absolutely disgraceful. Here's Ramsdale again for Newcastle. Bruno. Chow to Miley. Up the line for Murphy. Murphy, shocking. Straight to Caicedo. That's not great from Jacob Murphy. He's got to be better than that, Jacob Murphy has to, because we had a real opportunity there. But Murphy gave it straight to Caicedo. Just over half an hour gone at St. James's Park. It's 2-0 to Newcastle. both from Voltemata. But here's an opportunity for Chelsea. Palmer on the edge of the box. Great defending from Lewis Hall. And we played out really well. Bruno. Oh, Voltemata's touch isn't great. It goes straight to Cucurella. Don't forget to give it a like, please, if you're enjoying the show today. And, of course, please do subscribe if you're new to the channel. And a big welcome to all our new subscribers who have hit that subscribe button so far today. You're joining a fantastic community. You really are. Gordon's done well again there, and he lets it go out for a throw-in. Reese James came in with the header, and Gordon just leaves it, waits for his fellow black and white shirts to push further up the field. What I'm liking so far today is we're not sitting back. We're not, doing anything silly. We're staying very, very far up the field. We're pressing them. I tell you what, it's superb so far. Can't take anything away from the lads today. This is much, much better. And you know what? Eddie's obviously sent them out with the fire in the bellies and decided to play the old Eddie Howe way. And my God, is that working? Absolutely superb at the minute. Here's Bruno. Murphy had made a good run there, but Bruno decides to go back to Malik Chow, cross to Fabian Schär. And now Ramsey. Good touch. And then to Chow again. Chow, right foot, long ball, looking for the run of Jacob Murphy. You've got to be closer in on Cucurella than that. Cucurella's just belted the ball into the air. Good strength from Jacob Murphy to win the ball back. Murphy down by the corner flag. Cucurella all over the back of him. And Murphy wins the throw into Newcastle. Well played, Jacob. Held it up really well there. I thought at the first instant that he wasn't going to go and challenge Cucurella, but he did. Just waited for the bounce of the ball. As the camera's panning on Lewis Hall, who's been absolutely superb in this first half. Miley will take the throw for Newcastle. He doesn't have a long throw on him, but he's gone to Bruno again. Bruno to Miley. Miley cuts back, lays it back to Tonali. Tonali, first time into the box. Chow just leaves it. It comes to Fabian Schär. Schär's first ball into the box. Wasn't a great one. And Joao Pedro back there defending, kind of panicked with it and just kicked it straight out of play. Here's Gordon. And now Schär. Back to Anthony Gordon again. Gordon boxing ball into the box as soon as he got the ball there. Great to see. Miley stepping up and winning it back. Pedro, Voltemata all over the back of him. It's Chelsea can't really get out. The Newcastle is swarming them. And then again, a brilliant interception, this time from Miley. Murphy now, inside for Bruno. Bruno, Voltemata. Nobody in the middle. He's trying to back heel looking for Ramsey. Tonali wins it, but it somehow bounces to Neto. Neto tries and spins away. Good bit of play by him to keep possession for Chelsea. But look at Newcastle buzzing in. And there's Bruno in with a foul. How you doing, Billy?
I'm good, yeah.
Good, good. What a performance this is so far, mate.
This is the old Incentives identity, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Without a doubt. And we're a much better team when that happens.
100%.
Nobody can tell me anything else. That when we play like this, we aren't a better side, because we are.
Oh. I just got to the Voltemata back heel there. There was 7-4 for Ramsey.
I mean, I don't think his arm was in an unnatural position there, so we'll probably not get away with that. Did you see that foul by Garnacho, by the way?
No, I didn't see that.
Oh.
Who did you?
Ramsey studs up like that, scrape right down the inside of Ramsey's lower leg. Nothing. Ridiculous. He got a yellow card, but it should have been a red. Miley again, out jumping Garnacho. Voltemata, brilliant from Big Nick, holds it up really well. Now Gordon. I tell you what, Voltemata looks so much fitter today. He looks so much fitter. Here's
Amazing
Ramsey.
what West will do, isn't it? Amazing what West will do.
Yeah, indeed. Hall back to Gordon now. Gordon, Tonali. And Newcastle circling back. Starting the attack again. Malik Chow. Murphy flicks it to absolutely nobody. If anything, Murphy's been not great. He's put some good crosses in, a couple of good balls in, but that's twice now in the space of 5 minutes that he's just flicked the ball to absolutely nobody. Sanchez now
has shown today. He's shown hunger, isn't he?
Oh, they all have, Billy. The hunger and drive to get the ball has been absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
Here's Fofana, Caicedo again. Bruno all over him, and we win it back, but the referee decides to give a free kick. Of course he does. Of course he does. I don't think he's actually had a bad game, the referee, so far. He's marshaled it quite well. Well, to be honest, it wasn't really the referee. The VAR should have stepped in on that Garnacho challenge. Wait till you see that, Billy. Honestly. Crazy. And again, Newcastle circling well. Bruno's ball to Murphy enables Murphy to get a first-time ball in. It's not the greatest again, and it's cleared away this time by Chalobah. He's got to do better, Murphy, for me. He's got to do a little bit better. I don't think Voltemada appreciated that ball from Murphy there. Nick Voltemada, a member for 20 months on this channel, by the way, as Chelsea break forward here, but Bruno is back, Miley is back, and the referee penalises Miley this time. I'm on side, mate. Easy goals, Dankeschön. Not even close, baby. And James has said Big Nick needs a hat-trick. Well, I'll tell you what,
is he?
He's got a hell of a chance. Hell of a chance. Plenty of the game left, and he looks fit as an absolute fiddle today.
Aye, I mean, fit as a butcher's dog.
This is a real statement performance so far from Newcastle. Just to say, hey, we're still here. And what a response, I have to say. It's been brilliant. And we can only say what we're seeing. It's been superb so far, guys. In comes a cross from Chelsea, headed on by Fofana, cleared away by Chow. Bruno, you've just got to get rid of that, mate. And in fact, he's won a throw in to us, so I do apologise, Bruno. That was fantastic, mate. I thought he just kicked it out, but he didn't. He kicked it off the Chelsea striker. So, well, there you go. Brilliant from Bruno. And Lewis Miley get the standing ovation as he goes over into the far corner there to take the throw in.
Well, I'm at the part where Lewis Miley supposedly fouled Cole Palmer. It wasn't a foul on him into Sundays.
That wasn't a foul. It wasn't. He's not a very good throw-in taker, Lewis Miley, Billy. I don't. He's.
Well, he's not used to it.
Oh, wait, ref! That's not a fucking free kick, man.
And he started a kick off in the ref.
The Cookie Monster, man. He's gone in for a header with Bruno, and somehow Chelsea come away with a free kick. He's absolutely battered Bruno there, and just because he's landed on his stupid Cookie Monster arse, he's given a free kick to Chelsea. That is a disgrace.
Right.
Shocking decision that to give a free kick to Chelsea. And it's going to be Neto and Reese James over this one. Newcastle pretty disciplined.
I mean, what's Bruno supposed to do there?
I know he's jumped for the header. What else is he supposed to do?
Get out the fucking way.
Neto's ball in, headed down, chance, smashed into. Well, Garnacho took the shot. It was brilliantly blocked. Chelsea now want a penalty for a handball.
Fuck me.
Dear me. And Bruno lashes it into the crowd. The referee is going to stop play for a VAR check here.
Fucking hell.
Apparently a handball by Anthony Gordon. Great block by Toon Army. Let's see it again. Well, it's outside the box. It's not even it's outside the box, so it's not a penalty anyway.
Well, they should be fucking it for VAR then, should they?
Yeah, it plays back underway, Billy. They've just dismissed it. Here's Gusto now for Chelsea, who are just starting to up the ante a little bit, asking a few questions. But I tell you what, it's very, very physical out there. Newcastle is standing up to it.
You fucking appealing for a penalty. What a bunch of cockheads.
Exactly.
He's 10 yards outside on the bastard box.
I don't. It's crazy. Crazy.
Why are they even looking at that for VAR? I tell you what.
Well, I think they had to take an initial look at it, but as soon as they decided it was outside their box, they were like, nah, get on with the game. It's not our problem. Here is Cole Palmer now to Fofana. Fofana will bring it, send it out to this near side to Neto. Neto's got Gordon and Hall in front of him. Back to Fofana, inside for James. James, little 1-2 with Caicedo, but well, again, intercepted by Bruno, and Ramsdale puts his foot through it and just gets it clear for Newcastle United, and it bounces slowly out for a Chelsea throw. 5 minutes, closer to 4 minutes left of normal time in the first half. Newcastle United 2, Chelsea 0, in what has been an absolutely superb performance for the Geordies today. And we are loving it, folks. Loving it. It's about time we saw this performance. Where's this been? This is the kind of Newcastle United, Billy, that we've been sort of nurtured to know and love by Eddie Howe. This is how we play.
Even in defensive situations, not just sitting back and, they're trying to win the ball. And it's fantastic to watch.
Here's Garnacho for Chelsea. Cuts back onto his right, sends it across to Gusto. Back to Reese James. On for Pedro Neto. He can't get a first-time crossing. Back onto his left foot. Lewis Hall sticks with him. Roll back to Gusto. Now Fofana. Chelsea going backwards here. Brilliant press again from Newcastle. Clip back over the other two, Gusto. Gordon back there defensively helping out, as is Lewis Hall. Gusto hangs onto the ball. How the hell did he do that? Reese James now. Again, closed down really quickly. Look at Voldemar scurrying around like a squirrel. Absolutely brilliant. Palmer now out again to the left-hand side. In comes the cross. Right to the back post. Oh, it's gone in. How's that gone in? It's a handball, surely by Neto. They're not celebrating. I think a handball is going to be given here. Newcastle are pretty confident. The ball, did he deliberately put that in with his hand? If so, that's a booking. VR are going to check it. Ramsdale was very slow coming off his line here. It was a ball to the... Although I don't think he could have got there. Yeah, it's a handball. Clear handball. No doubt about it. Neto knows it because he's not even celebrating. He heads it down onto the ground and then onto his hand, and it bounces in off his arm into the net. Clear handball, no goal, and get on with the game. There we are. I wondered how that got so much spin to go in the net like that. Gordon now chasing after Gusto.
Just saw that. It was lucky for Neto, really. I don't think he meant it, obviously, did he?
No. He headed it straight down, didn't he? And it bounced up off his hand and into the net. But Chelsea are looking stronger here these last few minutes, and they're coming back again. Garnacho on the far side. Miley is over there for cover. Garnacho to the byline, crosses in. Tonali's there, and Bruno's there. Bruno taking his time and dinks it to Miley, who then dinks it looking for Murphy. He's not going to get there. Caicedo is there first. And I think Newcastle just need half-time here. They're just starting to push us back a little bit. We just need to reset and get going again. Last 5 minutes, Billy, 94% possession for Chelsea.
Yeah.
And once again, there is a blue shirt rolling around the floor, holding his foot. It's Cole Palmer this time. Get up, mate. We're not going to stop the play just because you've hurt your bloody leg. Oh, why are we doing this? Don't stop playing, man. He's got a bad foot, for fuck's sake. Newcastle, get on with it. And here's Anthony Gordon. Why should we stop the play? Chelsea are furious. Voldemar! Just over the bar. Almost the hat-trick for Big Nick, Billy. Chelsea are furious that Newcastle didn't kick the ball out, but do they not know the fucking rules here? Somebody else has been booked. I think it's a Chelsea player again. But again, brilliant from Anthony Gordon. He's sent too far wide, but he puts a superb ball in for Voldemar, and that is just inches over the bar. Oh, he's put it wide, actually, not over the bar. He's put it wide of the post. Should have scored, really. But there's no foul on Cole Palmer there at all. Well, Gusto's been booked out for dissent.
He's got to score there, hasn't he? He's straight on the stretch, so I guess.
Yeah, if there's anything to let him off for there, it's the fact that he was on the full stretch. But brilliant again. Brilliant ball from Gordon.
Great ball from Bruno that's played him in it.
Yeah.
It's a brilliant ball from Bruno.
He's getting service today, Voldemar, and look what happens.
Oh, it's a brilliant cross. That's an outstanding cross.
Yep. But look at the running from Voldemar. He's now chasing down Fofana. Bloody hell, he's all over the pitch today, Voldemar. He is sprinting after everything. And they've forced Chelsea to lose the ball. And now Bruno picks it up. Bruno, Voldemar! Oh, Caicedo just gets back in time and he smashes the ball off the advertising boards in frustration with his Chelsea teammates. I mean, Big Nick is just dominating up front today. It was quite a poor header by Murphy, but then Bruno came in, won it back, plays a lovely ball into Voldemar, has to take a touch, but Caicedo is there. And just to win it off him and out for a corner. This is unbelievable. It's amazing what happens when you play to somebody's strengths, Billy.
It is, yeah. It certainly is. Been an outstanding half, hasn't it?
Oh, superb. Absolutely superb. Chance to get the ball in again. Murphy, in it comes. Oh, it's over the bar from Miley. Voldemar was just behind him, but hey, the way Miley's scoring at the minute, he's going to go for everything as well, and it's over the bar. Great ball in from Murphy, first time, no offside. Yeah, Miley jumps in front of Voldemar, but he's not to know that, and it could have been 3. Chelsea come back down the other end, long ball play forward. Garnacho's not going to keep that in. Malik sees it out, and it's a goal kick to Newcastle. I mean, Chelsea are getting really frustrated, Billy.
Good.
They lose their heads when they're frustrated.
Good.
Bloody hell, what a first half this has been from Newcastle. I did not expect this, Billy. Honestly, superb. And my 4-1's not looking like a bad prediction right now.
Well, my 2-1 certainly is down the shit house.
We're battering them. Absolutely battering them this first half. Well, I think we do need half-time. We just need a little reset.
Yeah.
So Enzo Fernandez is warming up for Chelsea. Probably not the best decision that Maresca's ever made, leaving him out today. I have to say, he looks like a sodden Eskimo. He's got so many layers of... He's got about 3 pairs of pants on.
Well, him and Bruno will be having a war because they don't like each other. Argentinian, Brazilian.
No, they don't.
And they're both quite slow at running, so it could be a good second half, them two.
Yeah, yeah. Well, something wrong with the ball there, so Hall's had to go get another one. Voldemar, Ramsey getting stuck in there. Bit of head tennis now in the middle of the park, and then it goes out for a throw to Newcastle as we're in the final final 30 seconds of the additional time.
I'll have to circle for about 10 minutes.
Oh, Jesus, Billy. Long ball by Chalobah. Tonali really brave in there. And Tonali's hurt. Well, no, he's getting up, actually. Caicedo. Now, that was similar to what happened with Bruno, but he lets Chelsea get away with it. Oh, brilliant defending, Lewis Miley, son. Brilliant. And he gets an absolute... Look at all the high fives and stuff for Miley. Seeing Garnacho out like that. Wow. It's like he's got man of the match, Billy. The crowd going mental. The fans giving him all the support in the world there. He just stuck to Garnacho like glue. And then Garnacho puts the ball past him. But Miley then just cuts him off and says, no, mate, you're not getting a cross in there, son. Take a seat. And it's like he scored a goal.
Well, if you can release his shackles like this at home, why not do it away as well? That's the next step, isn't it?
Well, that's what he's been asked that many times, hasn't he? And he just doesn't have an answer as to why that keeps happening.
To do it.
Well, there is the halftime whistle. What a first half from Newcastle United, folks. It is Newcastle 2, Chelsea 0 in an absolute dominant performance. 2 goals from Nick Voldemar, both assisted by Anthony Gordon. And I tell you what, they've been absolutely excellent today. Every one of them on that pitch. I know I said Murphy gave the ball away a couple of times, but he's put some brilliant balls into the box at the same time. And a very, very foggy St. James's today. It is like pea soup outside this window, Billy. However, Newcastle lead 2-0. What's your thoughts?
Well, if this maintains as it is, we'll all be getting pea soup later. It's been a fantastic performance, hasn't it? I mean, I've not seen all of it. Clearly, I've not seen all of it, but what I've seen is a desire, a hunger, energy, and I've seen fantastic running from the strikers, from the forward line. I've seen 2 terrific goals. And just an all-round fantastic performance. And it's what we've needed. It's what we've needed. Anthony Gordon's come to the party. No headband on. He's got no headband.
He has got a headband on, Billy.
Oh, just took it off as he gone off the pitch. Right, okay.
Yeah.
He's been outstanding. He's really fantastic. Bruno and Tonali back together again and look great together. Ramsey's been quietly fantastic also. You can't pick out someone as playing poorly. And Lewis Moy at right back, Christ almighty.
I know. It's unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
We'll get Stato's input in a second. Just a few super chats. Mark Mullen says, typical shit referee, Madley couldn't ref 2 wet boxes. RM Britt says, just tuning in now, Paul, particularly good goals. Yes, there were. Nick Voltemar, shame this Voltemar guy just ain't a striker. Paul Spence, Voltemar is so overpriced. Good evening, Alex. Good afternoon, Alex.
How are we feeling after that then?
Much better.
Well, very, very good, mate. That was the Newcastle United that we know and we love.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna toot the Toon Review's horn today because this is everything we talked about in the preview. Was don't sit as deep, little bit more aggression, little bit more desire. Let's try and take a bit more control, confidence, mentality. We know we've got it. We took a minute to get into gear against Everton. It took a second goal for us to be confident in our ability. It's all up here, all of it. I'm not having this, we've not got the right players. I don't agree. It's a mentality issue, and they've shown it today. They can do it against anybody, and it's as we discussed. It would not be beyond this team to turn up today because of who it is, and they've done just that. I know it's only the first half, but that is what they can do, and we're still missing some great players. Like there's players we could bring on. And yeah, I agree with what Billy just said. Miley at right back is a really nice little difference. I appreciate he's got things missing from his game to do what Livramento does, but the control he offers because he's a midfielder, it gives us that extra oomph. And Chelsea can't get any rhythm. The only rhythm Chelsea have had in that first half is because they got gifted 2 fouls that weren't fouls. That's their only foothold, is because they got given control by the referee. This game should be dead and buried already. They're very lucky it's not 3 or 4-0.
I mean, Nick should have a hat-trick, Alex. I'm just seeing him miss that chance there towards the end of the half. He is falling. He is at full stretch, so it's difficult to guide it. I mean, the second goal the way he guided into the corner, that was just masterful skills, Billy.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and he had another chance similar to that after that, which he just put wide. But he's just been fantastic. He's been really hungry. You can see the rest he's had. He looks better for it. He looks better with the without the weight of the world on his shoulders, having to do the whole lot on his own, knowing he's got someone to come in and take his place if he needs to be. Yeah, he looks a different man, completely different man.
And Alex, this is the Newcastle we've been crying out for, is it not? We're much better when we play with this. When we play like this, we're better defensively. We're quick going forward. We move the ball around quickly. We get crosses into the box. Voldemar has had loads of service today. It's a completely different team than sitting back.
And this is what Eddie Howe needs to take away from this game is as a fan base, and I apologise if I'm speaking out of turn for everyone here, we want to see us play football. And I would rather we do this, even if it doesn't work sometimes, which it won't. We don't want to play just really bad football. It's anti-football. It's not what we're about. And this is so much better. And I just want to highlight Jacob Ramsey today, because we always talk about physicality and aggression and intensity as our identity, or it used to be. Ramsey, I think the best way of describing Ramsey today is he's like the judo. If you've got to pick a martial arts style for everybody, he's judo. He uses everyone else's strength against them. He's not going in for rough and tumble. He's allowing them to commit, and he's using their own body weight against them. He's finding pockets. There was a 20-minute period where I'm like, that's Jacob Ramsey. There he is. He's here. It's taken 3 months, but I've seen a pocket of that is Jacob Ramsey. That's what I saw him do for Villa. We've got some.
Yeah.
It's mentality. It really is.
Mhm.
Something's clicked today. I don't know what they've had for breakfast, but get it on the menu because it's working.
Well, they're not
Well,
sitting back, are they, Sacco? They're not sitting back and defending. They're actually trying to win the ball without being passive about it.
Yeah.
You know, and that's the biggest change for me.
It's just 10 yards more, but it's
10 yards
enough.
further up the pitch and trying to win the ball at the same time, and not just sitting back and allowing like a sponge. And that's
I don't know about you. I don't know about you.
It's away
fellas,
from
but
home. I want to see us do it away from home now.
Yeah. I don't know about you fellas, but I love these early kickoffs for me. I honestly.
Yeah. I tell you what, I want to raise another thing as well, is hunting in packs and communicating. Gordon wasn't just hunting on his own and getting disheartened. There were moments where Tonali went with him and they were going, you cover him, you check that run, you do this. And they were hunting together, high levels of communication with the aggression. It wasn't just Miggy Almiron headless determination. It was structured communication with the aggression. It was a really, really nice balance. And Chelsea fans will be quite happy that this game's still somewhat, that they might be able to get back into this. Hopefully they don't, but this should be gone. You know, we've had 5 shots on target to their 0. They've had no control of this game, really. It's been all us.
Big Tank says, has Miley taken lessons from Trips or Tino?
Joe Gold compared him to Maldini.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. Daniel says, lads, you persuaded me. How out? Peter Gardwit says, this has to be the team that starts against Man United. No more rotation shit. Another 2 for Big Nick. Are you watching Mr. Isak? Peter, he has to rotate at times. That you can't play the same 11 over and over again, but he has got it right so far today. Toon Under says it's frustrating because we know they can play like this. Yes. And Bruno's Magic Hat says some players are born with that weight of touch, a la Burkamp, and Big Nick has it. And Olasola says, Miley, what a player, 100% Geordie, future captain for sure. Ramsey coming into his own. Agree with Alex, it's a mentality issue. It's all mindset.
Well, these are champions of the world, don't forget. So,
yes, they are champions of the world. And we have made them look ordinary.
Very silly.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed. Well, I tell you what, we do have to hold our hands up, because although we got a lot right in this preview before the match, I think we were all kind of 1 foot in the Johan Wissa starting camp. And my word, did we get that wrong? My opinion was to maybe give Big Nick take him out the firing line a little bit.
Yeah.
And my God, was that not necessary? He's come in to right the wrong, and he's certainly done it. So we did not get that one
this
right,
is a good thing, though, guys, that we've got a bit of a competition for a place now. So both of them will be striving to do it on the pitch. You know, that's what we've needed. We've needed this sort of competition. And, you know, Big Nick standing up to it completely today so far. I think it's been excellent to watch. He's been chasing down. I mean, have you seen him in the first half? Like closing the goalkeeper down, scurrying after players. I mean, it's something we've never seen for weeks.
But you know why? Because he knows you can empty the tank for after an hour and someone can come on and replace it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And that's
There's been so much good stuff on the pitch.
Yeah, that's what
I've got to raise Malik Chow as well. Like, there's clearly been a conscious effort to say, look, we need you to maybe cover for Miley. To be fair, Miley's really not needed it. He's made sure he's on it on those foot races. He knows what is expected of him. But Malik Chow is there anyway. So it just looks so tidy.
Yep. Guys, just to let you know that obviously the lads who provide us with the graphics for match days, etc., lineup builder, they've got a quiz on their website. Well, I say a quiz. There's numerous quizzes on there. The link is pinned right at the top of the show's description underneath. If you want to take on your friends and family over Christmas, there's loads of quizzes on there. They renew every day as well, so you get different questions. There's guess the player, there's football bingo, there's all sorts on there. So please give it a look and give it a go. That's the lineup builder quiz, which is pinned right at the top of the description. And obviously as well, if you're wanting some goodies from the Toon Review, we do have a merchandise website, which is thetoonreview.com. It's your place to go for everything Toon Review, i.e. hoodies, T-shirts, hats, drinks, all sorts on there. So visit drinkware, Billy. I'll put that right. Yes. So scan that QR code on the screen now, or visit thetoonreview.com and keep giving us a like if you're enjoying the show, guys. And of course, subscribe if you are new. And a big welcome to all our new subscribers who've hit that subscribe button so far today. Thank you very, very much. Right, a couple of super chats. We got one from Mark saying Peter Crouch has just said on TNT that Garnacho should have gone for a high foot and dangerous challenge, and they're lucky to have 11 still on the pitch. I agree. Toon Under says if we beat the Unwashed, we would be top 4 now. Guys, it's gone. Let's just forget that. It's gone.
We would have been level. We would be level on points with Chelsea, but it's only half time. Remember, guys, it's still 45 minutes to go.
Did you see the tackle by Garnacho, Alex?
Yeah, it's they're going to have to be very careful to keep 11 men on the pitch. And we talked about this yesterday. Chelsea with 4 red cards so far this season, the highest in the Premier League. They like a red card at St James's Park. So they've had a number of yellows for just sheer incompetence and stupidity, whinging at things that they shouldn't be whinging about. We have every right to play on if we want to play on. They're behaving very much like an entitled. They're behaving very Man United-y from 2 years ago. I don't quite know where this is coming from Chelsea. They're not normally this whingy. So they need to pack it in, or they're going to cement a concrete loss in this game. Because they're going to lose
send off for that.
Reese James been booked, yeah?
Possibly.
Hang on, it'll tell
There's
us.
a few of them. There's quite a few of them.
There's 3 Chelsea players booked: Garnacho, Gusto, and Sanchez.
Not James.
They're the 3 that have been booked so far. Stephen says, fellas, honestly, why do you think we can't put this effort into every game?
Mentality, consistency.
Yeah. Which the manager needs to start drilling into the players and get the players right. As well, there's a Santa Claus dancing.
This is very much it's a lazy take, but I think it's valid. We are no longer the wolf climbing the hill. Like we were always that underdog. We were like, right, we need to stay in the division. Right, we want to progress and fight for that first trophy, for that Champions League participation. And now we've kind of done a lot of that and ticked a lot of those boxes. It's now, right, now we need to do the basics right. We need to beat the easier teams. We need to do a bit of this. And it's very much the wolf is not climbing the mountain at this point. And it's massively a mentality issue. Of course, it's not all perfect. There's some technical issues. But on the whole, it's definitely in the heads.
I mean, TNT interviewing Eddie Howe now before he goes out for the second half. For fuck's sake. Warren says, let's be sensible, Alex. We need to keep it up. And quick thought, lads. What if Eddie asked Big Nick to not to press like he has today until Wissa was fit enough to rotate in? Keep up the good work.
That's probably true. That's probably exactly why he wasn't been pressing.
Yeah, absolutely. Very, very good point. Gordon has been unplayable. Great to see him back to this. And Roberts is playing down the slope second half. More goals to come. Well, I'll say it again. It's St James's Park is covered in pea soup. Chelsea are out, ready to start the second half. Alex, we'll see you at full time.
We need to be aggressive.
Right,
I don't want to see us drop back. We've got to keep this up.
I agree.
Absolutely. See you soon, matey.
See you now.
So there was Alex, and we'll put Billy in his little box.
In his little cage.
Oh, fantastic. The Billy box. I don't think there'll be any Newcastle changes at half-time. I will be astounded if there is, because it can only be an injury if there is.
Just thought the game got called off because there's a fucking fog. Imagine that.
You what? Oh, well, it's weird, Billy, because St James is it's surrounded by fog, but actually in the ground, it's crystal clear.
Yeah.
It's bizarre. It is absolutely bizarre. It's sort of, the fog has sort of surrounded the ground, but has stayed, above. It's weird. I mean, I'm no weatherman. I'm no Michael Fish, Billy, but it's weird. But we're ready to start the second half. Just waiting for the referee to blow his whistle. Newcastle attacking the Gallow Gate in the second half. 2-0 up, of course. And we're off. Here we go. Second half. Live on the Toon Review. Thank you, everybody, for your support today. Graham Ritchie says, no sitting back, lads. More of the same, please. Yeah, we don't want to go into that negative sort of shell and sit back. We just do not want that at all, because if we do, that's when we are vulnerable. At the moment, Malik Chow has asked a lot of Aaron Ramsdale there, but he's done well. Launches the ball, but it has gone out to play. Chelsea have not taken it from the right place at all. You cheating mofos. I mean, Cole Palmer's took it from near the corner flag, and it was halfway up the pitch it went out. Honestly, cheating. I mean, I'll let you say it, Billy, if you want.
Well, I haven't kicked off yet, so.
Oh, okay. You will eventually, mate.
I've had the white circle for, again, it's just on and
Oh.
on and on. Strong email needed.
Yes, it needs to be sorted. Cucurella on the ball. Again, closed down by Murphy. Palmer spins away, but can't get away from the challenge of Malik Chow. And now Murphy, hit his back. Played all the way back to Sanchez, who launches it up the field again. Miley's under this one. And Miley just sees it out to play for a Newcastle throw. And again, Enzo Fernandez looking like he's doing quite a rigorous warm-up, Billy. Long ball again from Ramsdale. Voldemar. Well, Chalobah's all over the... Sorry, Kai, it is Chalobah. Yeah, he's all over the back of Voldemar. Voldemar goes down, and of course, nothing given by Bobby Madley. And here's Garnacho. Terrible control by him. And a throw into Newcastle. Murphy took the throw this time instead of Miley. Miley's not great with the throws, I have to say. That's the one downfall he has. Here's Garnacho. Back to Cucurella. Inside for Caicedo. Again, nothing really moving in front of him. Reese James fires it into the feet of Cole Palmer. Palmer goes down under the challenge of Ramsey. Referee says free kick.
Of course he does.
Bollocks. Absolute bollocks. I mean, Ramsey's got a hand on his shoulder, Billy, but you can see from the replay, there's no force there. He's just got his hand there. And, of course, Palmer's felt the hand on his shoulder and immediately gone down. Bollocks, man. Absolute bollocks. This is a dangerous free kick because there's two very, very good set-piece takers right there in Reese James and Cole Palmer. They can both strike a ball, Bill.
Yeah, they certainly can. Reese James, of course, has done it in the England shirt, so...
Yeah. Well, Cole Palmer's got the ball still in his hand. Why don't Chelsea have a shirt sponsor? I find that weird. They haven't had a shirt sponsor for a couple of seasons now.
No.
Well, Madley having a word with Miley there because Miley was trying. Joao Pedro was doing a Stephen Taylor there, and Miley came back and pushed him out the way. Enzo Fernandez is going to be coming on very shortly for Chelsea. I mean, why didn't they just make that substitution at half-time? That makes no sense at all. James and Palmer over this. It is Reese James, and he scored. Chelsea back in the game. What a free kick that is from Reese James. I'm not sure Ramsdale should be getting beat from that range, to be fair, but we'll have to have another look at it. Chelsea back in the game. It's 2-1. And right when you don't want to give them the impetus to come back, we concede. Just seeing it again here. Oh, it's a brilliant free kick. It really is. You've got to take your hats off to Reese James there. That is a spectacular free kick. Ramsdale at full stretch, can't get it, just misses it. And Chelsea back in the game, but here's Anthony Gordon at the other end. Gordon onto his left foot. In comes the cross. Murphy trying to get there. Cucurella, and the referees give a free kick to Chelsea. Fuck off, man. Don't start doing this shite.
He's been doing it the last 10 minutes of this first half and start the second half doing it.
Yeah. Have you seen the goal yet, Bill?
No, nowhere near it.
Okay.
I'm just about to say it now, I think. I mean, he's 30 yards out.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's a good free kick. I mean, I'm not so sure.
It's a brilliant free kick, but the keeper's got to save that.
It's curling away from Aaron Ramsdale, but It's weird because some people in the chat are saying that, you know, Ramsdale is giving him that side to shoot at.
Yeah, he is.
So he should be getting across quicker. So yeah, I maybe I agree with that. I think he should possibly have done
Too far,
a lot
too far
better.
to the left. Yeah, he's too far to the
Yeah.
left. It's an outstanding free kick, but still, if Ramsdale's a yard to the right, he saves that.
Indeed. Miley now being pressed by Chelsea. Oh, that's not Murphy again. A terrible touch. He's done that 4 or 5 times. And Chelsea coming back at us again here with Garnacho. Down the line for Palmer. Palmer's ball across is cleared away. Bounces loose for Neto. Great defending, Lewis Hall. And Chelsea have started this off like an absolute sudden steam train. But again, Jacob Murphy, terrible touch. And again, Chelsea diving, trying to get a free kick. Tonali. Cutting right inside here, Sandro Tonali looks for options, gets it from Bruno. Bruno to Murphy. Murphy can cross first time, can't clear Cucurella. It's a corner. And Cucurella now has to stop play because he got the ball in the face. He's a fucking mess, that bloke. Honestly, if I looked like that, I wouldn't go out in public. I wouldn't, Billy. He's just a shaggy piece of shit.
You've never been a fan of his, have you?
No, I hate him. But Lewis Hall did really well there. Chelsea certainly had an opportunity. Neto should have maybe hit that first time, but he didn't. But anyway, we've got a corner at the other end with Lewis Hall. And again, we want to put this right under the crossbar. As we've done in recent corners, it does cause a lot of problems for the opposition. Oh, he goes short to Ramsey. Ramsey now back to Murphy, takes a touch. Murphy's ball in again. It's cleared away. He needs to come off. I'm sorry, but we need something different. Murphy now. That's a better turn. He's got it to Ramsey. Ramsey looks for help. Gets it from Gordon, who's cut right inside. Gordon spins. Dinks it to Murphy. Great bit of play by Anthony Gordon. Murphy back to Gordon again. Gordon is taken out. Dear God. I mean, what sort of tackle is that? Gordon is sent into the barriers. It's Chalobah that's made the challenge. It's a horror. You can't do that. I mean, he's barged right into Anthony Gordon and sent him flying. I mean, VAR are looking at it. That's a penalty all day long for me. He's made no attempt to get the ball. He's took him out. Gordon is slowly getting back to his feet. And VAR have said no penalty. How the fuck is that not a penalty? That's a disgraceful decision, that is a disgraceful decision from VAR that they have not sent the referee to relook at that. That is a disgrace. Chalobah makes no attempt to get the ball. He takes out Anthony Gordon. That's a disgusting decision. It's a penalty all day long, that. What the fuck?
Yeah, it is. That's a penalty. You can't do that. Wow. You can't just go barging in.
Well, Gusto's come off and Enzo Fernandez has come on.
Oh, that's a penalty. That's a penalty.
It's a clear penalty, Billy. It's a stone wall.
Not shouldered him. Yeah, he's not shouldered him. It's legs. Legs are taking him. Yeah, it's a penalty with the shoulder.
Well, this is going to get out of hand here because if this is skullduggery again to get Chelsea back in the game, there's going to be hell on here because that was absolutely disgusting. Oh, Murphy, that's shocking. Cucurella now. Caicedo plays it across. I think Chelsea have gone 3 at the back now. Or Reese James has just gone to right back, sorry. Enzo's come on. Here's Cole Palmer. Danger again for Newcastle. This is a great chance. Pedro on the far side. Onto his left. Lays it back for Reese James. It's blocked by Shea for a corner. Chelsea lining up there to tuck that one in the back of the net. Lovely build-up again by Chelsea. Fantastic little dummy there. Laid back to Reese James and Fabian Schär sticks a leg out and blocks it. They've gone short with the corner. It's now on the near side. Enzo Fernandez. In comes the cross again. It's a very deep one and out for a goal kick. We just need to get our bearings again here because Chelsea have clearly come out a very fired up team for this second half. But how the fuck have we not got a penalty?
Well, they've been aided and abetted by some poor officiating, I have to say.
Apparently, everybody has said it was a penalty. Even the commentators said it's a stone waller. So what are VAR looking at? How are VAR deciding that's not a fucking penalty? Disgraceful. Absolutely. Oh, Voldemar touched, but Tonali did well to get there. Now Miley. Murphy, you're offside, man, you pillock. Murphy running into an offside position, so Miley can't give him the ball. Here's Cucurella for Chelsea. Palmer. Miley comes in, through into Chelsea. All the pundits apparently saying penalty, Billy. I mean, it was a stone waller. What are VAR looking at there?
I don't know. It's the colour of the shirt, I think.
Oh, brilliant from Lewis Hall. Yeah. Now Anthony Gordon gets it straight back to Lewis Hall, who made the initial interception. Now Ramsey. Ramsey's ball looking for... Come on, Nick, you've got to make the run there, son. You've got to make the run. And now it's 4-on-3 to Chelsea at the other end. Still to come. Garnacho plays it back. Shot comes in. Brilliant save, Ramsdale. But it comes straight to Garnacho. And Miley makes the tackle on him. And Miley still stays strong. Cucurella goes flying to the floor, but Chelsea get the... It's not an advantage, you bonehead. Chelsea now absolutely rampant, trying to get an equaliser here. Neto on the far side. Onto his left foot. In comes the cross. Fabian Schär is there. Only as far as Chalobah. Now Cucurella. Billy, we're backs to the wall here. This is Chelsea really pushing. We need to see these next 5-10 minutes out.
Yeah, maybe a change would help.
Oh, Ramsey's done really well to win the ball back. Chelsea crying again, saying we should have had a free kick. Bruno pushed to the fore. Free kick to Newcastle. Absolutely. Honestly, these cheating bastards, all I've seen from blue shirts today is throwing themselves to the floor. Ridiculous, man. And I think Maresca's getting a yellow card. Rightly so for that reaction, by the way.
Just Nick should have made a near post.
Yeah, that's what I said. He should. I mean, he was making them runs in the first half, Bill. He's got to anticipate that. Anyway, we have a free kick. Tonali goes short. Come on, man. Don't start doing this, man. You know, we were pumping everything into the box in the first half. Here's Chow. Good ball into Murphy. Oh, he spins nicely away from Cucurella. Now, can we get men in the box? Murphy smashes it off Cucurella, and that bounces for a throw-in. I don't think there was anybody far enough up there. Murphy played the ball too early for me. Did really well with a dummy on Cucurella. But then I think he's seen Anthony Gordon making a run into the far post, and it's blocked by the long-haired, shaggy cookie monster. Here's Tonali. Tonali heading to the byline, but he's cut off by Garnacho. Cole Palmer to Cucurella. Caicedo. And that's well won back by Newcastle. Here's Ramsey. Good ball to Murphy. Murphy. And that is to absolutely nobody. And drifts out for a throw-in on the far side to Chelsea. I mean, I'd like to see Barnes come on the right, Billy, for Murphy, because he's just given the ball away far too many times. Sorry, Bill, your internet connection is I don't know what's going on with it. You sound like Metal Mickey.
How about Alanga?
No, actually. I'm not feeling it. Here's Ramsey. Nice play inside to Bruno. Bruno loses out. Chelsea can try and get on the break here. Oh, man, alive. Schär's now been penalised. Joao Pedro rolling around the floor like he's had his ankle snapped. And, now you're going to book him. You fucking wanker. Seriously. I don't like this, Billy. I don't like the way this second half's going with these refereeing decisions here.
No, it's a bit blatant, isn't it?
Honestly, if that's a yellow, how the fuck is Garnacho's not a red? You absolute melon. Exactly, Gavin. No yellow card until the Chelsea player surrounded the referee, then suddenly pulls out the yellow. Disgusting. But I'll tell you something, Billy. It's a hell of a game. I mean, we've got half an hour of this shit left. Palmer taken out by Ramsey, who does really well again. Palmer goes for a roll around the floor, as he's done numerous times today. Newcastle play on, though. And we're not bowing down to this Chelsea shite here. It's pathetic. Caicedo then throws Tonali to the floor. You dirty bastards! I mean, this is going to kick off, Billy. This is kicking off. It's Chow on Palmer, actually. It's not Ramsey. I think that is a free kick because Chow doesn't get the ball, but then Tonali's there anyway. And then Caicedo, disgusting.
I've got to think now.
Oh, this is a fucking disgrace, this is... How is that a Chelsea throw as well, by the way? This is turning ugly, Billy, and it's turning ugly because the referee's losing control of the game. Good turn by Joao Pedro, but again, good marking by Murphy and Tonali, and they have to go back to Sanchez in the Chelsea goal. Sanchez gets rid of it quickly. Chow wins the header. Fabian shares, not a great touch that. Straight to Joao Pedro. Now out wide for Garnacho, but Miley is there with a brilliant interception. Only as far as Cucurella, though. Palmer. It's a wonder he still can walk, given the way he was rolling around 2 minutes ago. Garnacho now. Low ball in. Great clearance. And a corner to Chelsea as Endo Fernandez makes his bid to get into the front post. But Malik Chow sticks with him every single step of the way and slides in to clear the ball. It beat Fabian Schär, but Chow taking no prisoners with that tackle. Absolutely superb. I just think we need a change, Billy. We need a bit of freshen up here.
Yeah, it looks that way, doesn't it?
Corner to Chelsea. In it comes. Oh, over everybody, and somehow Newcastle get it away. And Gordon is away. And Gordon's got Ramsey making a brilliant run through the middle. Oh, Sanchez far enough out. He swept up well, Sanchez there. And it's all the way back now to Ramsdale, who gets on with it in a hurry to Miley. This is great stuff to watch. It's proper edge of your seat stuff, this. Bruno now. Inside of Palmer. Bruno looking for somebody to make a run forward. Nobody there. Here's Tonali. To Miley. Miley out wide now. Murphy inside. Bruno. Little back heel to Murphy. That's lovely football. Murphy slides it in for Big Nick. He's blocked off again. Referee says no foul. And Chelsea clear it. Oh, he's given a free kick to Chelsea. Fucking hell! How?
Madley's a tough side, all that's been. And his brother.
I mean, he's given offside, Billy. There was no offside there at all. And then they've just shut the door on Voldemort. Hey. They've given offside. There was no offside there, Billy. I guarantee you 100% there was no offside. Absolutely shambolic. You can just see what's happening here. Neto now, inside for Fernandez. Back out for Reese James. James shut down by Gordon. Neto, back to James. He can then get a cross in. It's a good one. Miley is there with a good header away for Newcastle. Back to Neto now. Neto scoops it to Reese James. James has Caicedo inside of him. Caicedo can't make any inroads to the box. Out wide again for Neto. To James. Chelsea trying to come across to this other side now and do. Here's Garnacho running at Jacob Murphy. Garnacho forgets the ball and Murphy says, thank you very much. Good ball by Murphy to Voldemort. Now Tonali. Now Ramsey. On to Anthony Gordon. And Newcastle can get on the attack now. Gordon making inroads, but look at the work that Lewis Hall's doing to make the overlap. Inside for Ramsey. Ramsey back to Gordon. Gordon on his left foot. Nobody in the box. Come on.
You're right, there was no offside there. That was ridiculous.
That says a lot to me, Billy. Oh, Pedro's beaten Malik Joao. Joao Pedro. It's 2-2.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Joao Pedro gets away from the challenge of Malik Joao, spins away and puts the ball under Aaron Ramsdale, and it's 2-2.
Christ almighty.
I don't believe this shit, Billy. I do not believe it.
I think changes should have been made, though, don't you?
Well, it was heading that way, Billy. I just think we needed to freshen it up, but we haven't. Chow made him. I mean, there's nobody in the box there. Gordon's put a brilliant ball in, but Sanchez gets rid of it really quickly. Oh, he slips. Malik Chow slips. I mean, Pedro took it really well from the goal kick, but Chow slips, which allows Pedro to spin him, and he's away in on goal. It's an unfortunate slip. It's not a mistake. It's just a slip. You just can't help that. Things like that happen in football. I mean, it's a beautiful finish from Pedro, by the way, as you'd probably expect. Oh, dear. I mean, how total dominance to now 2-2 to bloody... Oh.
Can't hold on to Leeds.
No, we can't. I mean, Malik Chow's hitting himself over the tapping his head there. It wasn't his fault. It was a slip. Peter Garthwaite, where's the subs, Eddie? Dan says Caicedo was a fucking violent thug and nothing else. Yes, he certainly has been in this game. Murphy looks tired, out of game second half, needs subs. I don't know why he's got Murphy on the pitch, to be honest. It's a bit of a surprise to me. Voldemort is down now. He's up on his feet again, but it was a bad challenge, but nothing given again. Chow, Tonali, good battling from him, but loses the ball to Fernandez. Reese James. There's only one winner at the minute. I can see at the minute, guys. This is turning ugly. And now out to Garnacho again. Garnacho running at Miley. Garnacho hits a shot just over the bar. Went for the near post and he wasn't far. Took Miley on down the outside and smashed a left foot shot that was, well, he tried to put it in the top corner, but it's just an inch or so over the bar. Oh, that wasn't far away. Well, look, now he's making a change. Wissa, Elanga, and Barnes. Why Elanga? Why? Dear, I don't know. And Tonali's fouled there. Well, he's pulled his shirt, ref. Put your fucking card out. I don't like this about Eddie, though, Billy. You know, the subs were needed before now, and he's waiting until Chelsea get level, and then he makes them again.
Yeah.
Don't know.
Is this what we say about reactionary and not proactive?
Yes, exactly. Voldemort are trying to win the ball back, but Fernandez too strong for him. Gets it back to Cucurella. And all the way back to Sanchez. And he's gone really long again. This time to the far side looking for Neto, but good defending by Lewis Hall. Ramsey forward now for Gordon. Gordon lovely headed down for Tonali. Tonali plays it back to Gordon. His first touch let him down though, but it's come back to Tonali. Now Ramsey. Good play by him. Lovely ball inside to Lewis Hall. Hall now strides towards the penalty area. He's taken out. Referee says free kick. Apparently, Lewis Hall was fouled before he went into the penalty area, says Bobby Madley.
Of course he does.
Which he was, to be fair. And then I mean, listen, if we're looking for a penalty, there was no foul in the penalty box. He fell over. But that was because of the early challenge. I mean, he's dived there in the box, but he was already fouled. And a yellow card for Caicedo. Well, 20 minutes left of this game. It's absolutely pulsating, but once again, we have failed to hold on to a 2-goal lead. Newcastle subs are ready to come on. Well, why not make them now, Eddie? We're on the attack. We've got a free kick. I mean, there's no doubt that the subs are reactionary again. They're not proactive. They're reactionary again. And that's disappointing because we could see that the subs were needed before Chelsea got their equaliser. It was blatantly obvious. But this is a good position for a free kick. We've got Shea, Gordon, and Lewis Hall over it. For me, this screams Anthony Gordon. It may well be Shea. I don't know. I mean, I feel sorry for Malik Chow, Billy, because it was just a slip for that goal. There wasn't a mistake.
It was a good pick up from Sanchez, to be fair. It's well played from Pedro.
It was. It was.
I think
Gordon Bennett, Fabian Shea, what a dreadful... What is that?
Well, they keep allowing him to do that. I think if Malik had his time
Fabian Shares just took the free kick, and I tell you not, it was 40 yards at least over the bar.
But as I was saying about
Anthony Gordon, yeah.
If he had his time again, he'd probably stand off 10 yards and
maybe so. Yeah,
take it into control, not get involved in the actual going about to his free kick. Good grief.
Well, Anthony Gordon's come off. I'm not sure I agree with that one. Voltemada's off, and of course Murphy. So all he's done is change the front three. There's no
system change,
formation change, no system change. He's just changed the front three.
Fresh legs.
Yep. But to be honest, Chelsea are looking dangerous every time they come forward. Here's Garnacho again. Miley sticking to him. Cucurella. And now Chalobah gets it to Fofana. Fofana in the centre circle. Not much movement ahead of him. Little 1-2 with Caicedo. Fernandez to Reese James. Chalobah. Long ball. Looking for the runner Cucurella. That's going out to play. Elanga says it was out. And it was indeed out. You stupid little ferret-looking fucker. I don't like Cucurella, but that's terrible. Giving it straight back to Chelsea. Cole Palmer. And again, Cole Palmer dives. This time the referee doesn't give it. Now Visser. Lovely little layoff to Bruno. Bruno has Barnes off to his left. Here is Harvey Barnes. We've got men forward here. Barnes drives to the penalty area. Still Harvey Barnes. He goes down. And the referee says no penalty. Barnes is furious. Barnes is furious. Let's have another look. Nah, not for me. Not enough in that. He's felt the Reese James arm on him and he's gone down. Not enough for me. Not enough. But I tell you something, that was really positive from Barnes. He's, really directional. And what's the referee stop the goal kick for? Well, Sanchez launched it upfield, but the referee's blown his whistle again.
Maybe VAR are checking.
No, it wasn't a penalty, Billy. I mean, you could look at that once and say definitely not. I think it was more of a fault. It wasn't a dive. He felt the arm of, the defender on him, and he went down. But it wasn't enough for a penalty. That's better from Newcastle again, trying to set Harvey Barnes away. Barnes now gets there in front of Fofana. Barnes, he's gone wide on Fofana, puts the ball in the box. Cleared away by Chalobah. Better from Newcastle. Much better. Chow sends it back to Ramsdale. And he'll launch it forward again. Looking for Wisser. But Chalobah lets it just drop past him. Gives it to Sanchez. Closed down very quickly by Wisser. Sanchez can only slice the ball out of play for a throw to Newcastle. Here's Tonali. 15 minutes to go. 2-2 at St. James's Park after Newcastle held a 2-0 lead. Now Elanga. Left-footed ball to Shea. Ramsey. Barnes. Ramsey. Good play this by Newcastle. Ramsey. Good ball to Bruno. Bruno's got Miley in support of him. It's a terrible ball by Bruno, but Miley does well to keep it. Here's Miley. Back to Tonali now. Ramsey. Good play from him. Miley. Newcastle keeping the ball really well here. But good interception by Garnacho. Throw it to Newcastle. Midway through the the Chelsea half. Still no changes from Chelsea. And here's Caicedo to bring it away. Bruno can't keep up pace with him. He looks knackered, Bruno, to be fair to him. Absolutely wellied. And that's good play by Neto, stepping in front of Lewis Hall. Chelsea have men over here. Neto still. And a good interception by Miley. That is superb from Lewis Miley. And now Elanga. Elanga. Running with the ball still. And of course he loses it. And away goes Garnacho, who is fouled by Wissa. Free kick. Fuck me, Elanga. Fuck me. And Wissa gets a booking for that as well because he's covering the arse. I mean, what's Elanga doing, man? Jesus Christ. And he's supposed to come on and try and get us the 3 points. He just ran into nothing there. He just ran. This guy's fucking Forrest Gump, Billy, I'm telling you. He's the Swedish Forrest fucking Gump. Here's Tonali. Lovely ball into Wissa. Wissa. Good ball to Barnes. Barnes pushed off it. Corner Chelsea. Of course, we're not going to get a penalty. Never in a million years. Bruno's asking the question. Brilliant move. Lovely ball by Tonali. Wissa then onto Barnes, who I think is just onside. And Reese James comes across to make the challenge. And he had to as well, or Barnes was in. It's a good tackle by Reese James. He does get a bit of the ball as well. And Chelsea get away with that one. I don't think I could call a winner right now, Billy.
No.
Lewis Hall with the corner. In it comes.
Just in the Elanga bit.
I mean, how bad was that? Here's Tonali. Share. Chance to Ramsey to get the ball in. In it comes, headed away by Joao Pedro. As Chelsea look to break now with Neto. They're getting men forwards. Newcastle need to beware here. At the minute, it's a 4-on-3. Miley's getting back to make it a 3. It's a chance for Chelsea. Again, Tonali, brilliant. And he'll keep the ball in as well and not concede the corner. Superb from Sandro. Bruno fouled. Free kick to Newcastle. And him and Enzo. Enzo's kicked out there at Bruno. That was only a matter of time, Billy.
Well, I expected it to happen soon, to be fair.
I mean, there's nothing in that, Bruno. He hasn't. He's kicked the ball away, to be fair. Chelsea are going to make a change. And Cole Palmer is the man coming off. And he is replaced by number 17. Is that Santos? Yes, it is. Andre Santos replaces Cole Palmer. 11 minutes, just under 11 minutes of normal time left. 2-2 at St. James's Park. And the ball is at the feet of Malik Chow. Chow to Ramsdale again. Taking his time. And then goes long, looking for the run of Elanga. Well, he's you know. Good covering by Ramsey there, not allowing Reese James to make a run forward. Caicedo, that's a beautiful flick to Enzo Fernandez. Back inside for Caicedo. Chelsea coming through the middle here. Bruno can't get back quick enough. Caicedo, still Caicedo, and he's rocketed one, just missed. My goodness me. Bruno, I tell you what, he's out of gas, Billy. He cannot run.
Yeah.
Caicedo just done him there, just ran away from him, and that's swerving away from goal. My goodness me, that's close. Jesus Christ almighty.
Well, surely the manager can see that Bruno's flagging and he probably needs changing.
Well, we're losing the ball now all the time, Billy. We're losing the ball. Bruno is done. He's done. He's lost the ball there.
He's got
Joao Pedro's shot is blocked. Bruno again. Cucurella all over the back of him. Cucurella wins it back. Bruno's lost it again. This is a chance for Garnacho. And Ramsdale makes a save down to his right. And it's out for a corner. Bruno's lost the ball 3 times in the last 30 fucking seconds. He is absolutely shagged. Garnacho trying to come back on his right foot there. It's a good save down to his right by Ramsdale. And Chow is there to clear the ball. But that shouldn't have happened. We lost the ball in a very, very poor place again. I don't understand how Eddie's not seeing how tired some of the midfielders are. How are we seeing it and he's not?
Well, I know it's hard to take Bruno off because he's our talisman, but if he can't run.
Yeah. I mean, Caicedo broke there from defence and just ran away from Bruno. I'm not sure what's going on. The referee's showing a yellow card. I don't know who to this time. I think it's Santos. I don't know what happened there. But he's been booked for something. I don't know what, though. Well, Jesus. This could go anywhere, this game at the minute. Honestly. Long kick by Ramsdale again. Wisser is under it. Beaten in the air by Fofana. Garnacho, lovely ball inside. They are just cutting right through the midfield every time. Long ball over for Garnacho, but Ramsdale is off his line and claims the ball. Every time, Billy, Chelsea getting the ball, they're coming right through the middle.
Yeah. Maybe Joe Linton or obviously Joe Linton can't be fit, can he?
He shouldn't be on the bench, Billy. If he's not fit, why put him on the bench? Joao Pedro is booked for a foul on Fabian Schär now, as Schär was driving towards the penalty area. Seven minutes to go of normal time. 2-2. Tonali plays it wide for Chow. Chow takes it down on his chest, fires it across. Somehow it comes back to Schär and he's ballooned it over the bar. How on earth? I mean, it's like pinball in there. And this doesn't look good. Schär is down, holding his left groin, Billy.
His left groin?
Yeah, he slipped when he went to shoot there. And I think he stretched his...
Cracked a pearl.
Definitely... Yeah, it's definitely his left groin. He's back on his feet.
Well, Alex Murphy will have to come on, won't he?
Well, he's on his feet. He's running all right at the minute. He looks okay. I think he'll survive. I can't believe we've thrown this away, though. We were so good in that first half, and we've chucked it away again. There is time, though. There's still time for either side to get a winner, and I couldn't call it right now. Newcastle look dangerous when we go forward, apart from Elanga, and Chelsea look dangerous as well, as they're cutting through the middle. Bruno again. He's got to be careful. He is this time. Tonali. Elanga. That's better from Elanga. He gets it on to Bruno. And my stream has stopped. Just decided to stop, Billy.
It's odd.
It's very odd.
Well, I'm a minute and something behind you, so I've just noticed Fabian Schär massaging his testicle.
I'm back now. Harvey Barnes has just missed a sitter at the far post, Billy. Cross came in. Barnes has missed a sitter at the far post. And he's very annoyed with himself about that as well. Damn it. Well, long ball again from Ramsdale, headed away. Miley's done really well there. Tonali now. Tonali to Ramsey. Ramsey. Oh, Lewis Hall had made a great run there. Ramsey's gone down. No foul given. And Lewis Hall pulls back Neto. That's going to be a yellow card for Lewis Hall. That is a professional foul, if ever I have seen one. And he is booked. Of course he is.
But the referee he's definitely taken a significant role in his second half, hasn't he? He's been ridiculously biased, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Chalobah goes long looking for Neto on the far side. Neto heads it down to Fernandez. He's took that really well. Fernandez to Garnacho. Garnacho cuts back on his right foot. Has to go back to the Cookie Monster. Back to Garnacho again. Garnacho on his right foot. The cross is blocked by Miley. Miley not giving Garnacho an inch. He's done really well with Garnacho today. And Chelsea have to come back and start all over again. Eddie Howe is just barking orders out. But I tell you what, how we haven't changed any of the midfield, I do not know. They look exhausted.
I mean,
Caicedo again.
He's got to score.
He has to there, Billy. He has to. It's a poor miss that by Barnes.
Yeah.
And one you'd expect him the way he's putting the ball in the net this season. One you'd probably expect him to score.
Yeah, he's annoyed with himself. That's for certain.
Indeed.
Well,
Here's Cucurella.
3 minutes ago.
Oh, Cucurella's made an overlap. Alanga does well to come back and block the ball. It's another corner to Chelsea. Dear me, this is. I mean, I can't believe we're trying to hang on to a point here now from being bloody 2-0 up and cruising, playing so well, creating so many chances.
Yeah.
Oh, dear me. Ayed says, why is nobody talking about how poor Ramsey is? Well, I don't think Ramsey's done particularly badly. If I'm openly honest. Anyway, corner. Reese James takes. And that's in the arms of Aaron Ramsdale, who gets on with it very quickly. And this is Alanga. And Alanga, can he run a Cucurella? He's into the penalty box, Alanga. Cuts back on his right. Shot wide. He's got two players up with him. Just square it, and it's a goal. I mean, he's done the hard work, Billy. He's made a brilliant, brilliant run. Oh, why not just square it to Barnes? You absolute funny. Guys, I couldn't really give a toss of me clocks out. We've got a couple of minutes left, man. Just chill. Willock's come on.
4.
But Ramsey.
God guess.
Yeah. Well, final minute of normal time. I mean, Jesus. I mean, if we don't win this, Billy, it's another 2 points dropped. And that is bad in terms of Premier League.
Yeah, definitely. Especially when we were 2 up.
Yeah. Long ball again. Oh! Alanga pulls it back. There's nobody there. And Chelsea clear. Get on with it. Come on. Come on. Just like the bearded man says there in the stands. Come on. Bruno whips a crossing. Cleared by Chalobah. Only as far as Joe Willock. He finds Tonali. Tonali to Lewis Hall now. Hall takes a touch. Lays it to Tonali. Tonali clips it into the penalty box again. Flicked on and out for a goal kick. Spank me with a trout. 5 minutes of additional time. 5 minutes.
This has been a disgrace second half.
Oh, I mean, We just when you just say keep things tight for the first 10, 15 minutes of the second half, and we let a goal in within 3 minutes. I know it was a free kick, but still, you're giving the impetus right back. No attempts on target for Newcastle in the second half, by the way. 4 for Chelsea. It's so disappointing considering the amount of chances we created in the first half. And again, we just don't hold on to a lead.
Mentality.
Well, yeah, that's exactly what. Ball down the line for Joao Pedro. He can't keep it in. Ball out. That's a goal kick.
God, spinning
it's deflating, though, isn't it, Billy? It's deflating, isn't it?
Yeah, it feels like a loss, isn't it?
I mean, how many times does this happen when we just, we're playing so well and then we just can't hold on to a lead again, and it's like a deflating feeling, a feeling of a loss instead of celebrating a win.
I mean, there are signs that Alanga is kicking into gear.
Is there?
Well, yeah, he's made a couple of nice runs, hasn't he?
Fair enough, Billy.
I mean, I wish he'd seen Barnes.
I mean, that was shocking. That Barnes had a tap in. Just roll it to him. Sam says Eddie's reactionary managing will be the end of him.
Could be.
It's just annoying. It really is. I mean, the amounts of points we've dropped from winning positions this season, it's shocking, Billy. It is shocking. We bottled it again today.
Once it went to 2-1, then Eddie should have been thinking about how he can secure things. And he didn't. He just let it go, didn't he?
But the fans can see it, Billy. That's the thing. The fans can see it. How can't the manager? Chelsea come again. Neto's cross straight down the throat of Ramsdale. And he says, thank you very much for that. Now Alanga. Alanga's going for a run, taking on Cucurella. Can he get by him? Alanga. Still Alanga. He's going to try and get to the byline. He's got a cross in, but it's cleared away. And Chelsea deal with it. As Cucurella goes for a spin. He'll come out looking like the fucking Pink Panther if he goes in a hairdryer with that. Anyway, Garnacho gets on with a free kick very quickly. Pedro Neto now on the other side. Neto, Garnacho ahead of him. Chow comes across. Great tackle, Malik Chow. Thou shall not pass. Big Malik Chow. A lot of people saying it's 2 points dropped, not a point gained, Billy.
100%. Of course it is. Once you've got two goal lead, if you just go out and get another one, that's it, game over. We didn't.
Yeah. Here's Enzo Fernandez. Time running out for both sides to try and get a winner now. Reese James. Caicedo. Neto. Neto heads towards the penalty area. Little 1-2. Still Pedro Neto. Garnacho outside of him. Garnacho running, went to run at Alanga, but cuts it back inside for Neto. Now across to Reese James as Chelsea try the other side now. Fernandez, good tackle by Joe Willock, and that could set Newcastle on the attack. Here's Bruno. Bruno, what a lovely ball over the top. That is looking for Barnes. Can Barnes get there? He's pulled back. And that is going to... The referee, he went to blow his whistle and then said no. What is that? Chelsea coming back at the other end with Garnacho now. Garnacho's ball in. Good header away, Malik Chow. Bruno underneath this one. And the referee's blown for a foul on Sandro Tonali. Well, is he looking at a possible penalty for Newcastle? Barnes pulled back by Reese James. Well, it's outside the box, but we should have had at least a free kick there. I don't know what's going on here.
But I certainly don't. So all I've been watching is a spinning
Possible
wheel.
red card for a denial of a goal-scoring opportunity against Reese James. I think James is going to be sent off here, Billy. I think Reese James is going to get a red card for the foul on Barnes.
That's predicted.
Well, it doesn't fucking matter now. I mean, we're 96 minutes in. No red card. No foul, apparently. Fuck off. Fuck off. Seriously. Fuck right off. Honestly, this is a fucking farce. We should have had a penalty. That should have been a red card. My God. Just feel fucking flat again. Anyway, Ramsdale with the free kick. And the referee blows for the final whistle. And it's only a point for Newcastle from a position of dominance in the first half. 3 points were there for the taking. We ain't got the 3 points. Ramsdale made some great saves in the second half. We should have had a penalty. But again, it's points dropped for Newcastle United, Billy.
Yeah, well, about attitude second half. Chelsea were clearly going to step up things. And we didn't kind of answer them, did we, really? It was a poor second half performance, despite a fantastic first half performance.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he was unable to keep us going. And the in-game management is not...
Reactionary again. It's as simple as that. Niall says reactionary as usual, not good enough to be number one. DK says another inspirational Eddie halftime team talk. And RM Brit says only winner today is this fucking ref. Yeah, some stinking decisions. But listen, we can't blame the referee. You know, we've conceded 2 goals from being in front. We should have been better today. We should have been much better in that second half. After what we did in the first half, why are we taking our foot off the gas? Why are we doing what we do? It makes no sense. Eddie says referee and VAR have done us well and truly dirty. James says we can't let Howe off the hook on this one. Well, look, everyone's going to have their own opinion. I mean, what's your thoughts there, Bill?
It's that free kick. If that, I don't think it was a free kick in the first place. It shouldn't have been a foul in the first place. And yeah, he's blasted in from 30 yards. I think Ramsdale should have done better with it. Didn't. And after that, we went back into that mentality of shitting ourselves again. Simple and straightforward of that. Although we did try and attack at the same time, it was different. It wasn't a case of just sitting back. We were trying to attack, but just the attitude wasn't quite right, was it? The tenacity wasn't there.
Alex, another 2 points dropped again. It's you know what it was. I mean, look, it was a slip by Malik Chow, a free kick which was dodgy. We should have had a penalty. There was loads went on in that second half, but again, the fact of the matter is we haven't held on to a lead and a 2-goal lead this time.
No, I think there needs to be context. I think there have been times when we've had a mentality issue. This was not one of those days. I thought we expected Chelsea to fight in the second half more. They couldn't have been any more pathetic than they were in the first half. Let's be honest. Yeah. We destroyed them. So second half, great free kick. Unfortunately, I don't know why Bruno in the wall doesn't jump, but we're going to have to tell him to actually jump next time. But it was a good free kick. Second goal out of nowhere. It's one of those things. Malik Chow has saved us numerous points so far this season. So it happens sometimes. Can't be angry with it. It is what it is. And the fact that they managed to keep 11 men on the pitch, there were 3-4 penalty shouts. A lot of them were a bit, maybe not. The Chalobah challenge,
the Chalobah one,
I think, was a penalty. There was a Reese James tackle where he absolutely categorically did not check the ball. He did not touch the ball. It wasn't checked. We were absolutely robbed in that second half. Robbed. The 2 goals, fair enough. But the fact we didn't get a third, a lot of it down to officiating as well, is frustrating. So I personally, summation of the performance, no issue with that. I don't want to brand this as we've lost another lead and 3 points. I think there's context. I'm happy with how we played. If we can bottle that, remember the mentality shift, use it in future games. That's what we need to remember. The midfield was strong. The balance was good. Energy was better. Alanga definitely needs to get his head out of his arse. He's playing for himself right now, not the team, which is really annoying. The rest of the boys, though, fine. 90% good today. We just need to carry on. We really need to carry on, because if we can play that standard-ish against most teams in the league, we get European football. But we just need to keep going.
There's a few people disagreeing with you, Alex. Jake says, Alex, shut up. We bottled it. What you want about? Cameron says, Alex is happy dropping points.
Absolutely not. I'm not happy with dropping points. I'm not happy with the
what's
official
the context not showing up to the second half again? We just lost the lead again, Alex, so it's 100% mentality again, a repeat of previous games.
It's not, though, is it? The free kick and Malik Chow slipping is not mentality. You can't just vaguely put comments against things. You have to think about it. Malik Chow slipping is not a mentality issue. Like, you have to. A spade is a spade. Let's be critical about this. It's absolutely not. We're better than this as a fan base. It's a free kick and a slip. That's not mentality. It's absolutely not.
Which wasn't a free kick. Which wasn't
retreat
a free kick
into our
either.
shell. You know, there wasn't pathetic performances. There wasn't a retreating into the shell, defending too deep, being nervy. We went for the win. We did this time. I do think it was.
We still went for it when we were 2-2. You know, it's not like we sat back. We still went for it, and
attacking subs.
We still had chances.
In fact, the second goal was a case in fact. Leave 1-on-1 at the back. It's the fact that we were attacking, not defending.
I mean, you know, the subs, I guess, you know, he made them when it went to 2-2. I think everybody saw maybe that they could have been made before then. You know, but I don't know. It's very frustrating as a fan, because once again we have dropped points. There's no getting away from that. But I don't think it's a case of the same reasons why we've been dropping points all season. It's not the same.
Completely. Eddie Howe and some of those players are not at fault for not getting penalty decisions, and Eddie Howe certainly can't control 5 of the boys putting it an inch past the post. That's just one of those things. Alanga could square it. Barnes can get it on target. Voltemada could have got one of those. It's just one of those things, isn't it? We did enough in terms of competency of the performance to create all of those opportunities. And the media will talk to you and will definitely go to the shots on target statistics, which is definitely not the right context for this match in the second half specifically. The high value opportunities is what you need to look at, which we produced many. We got in the right areas. And just because it goes an inch inside or outside, it's the right opportunity you've created as a team. And there was some poor decision making for that final ball and some really bad officiating as well. They should have had 10 men. We should have had at least 1 penalty. So we certainly...
Somebody needs to explain to me why Fabian Schär's taking free kicks.
Yeah, that's got to stop.
That was...
it's a farce. We have very skillful free kick takers on that team. There's no need for Fabian Schär to take them, you know, especially in the good positions that we're getting them. And then he hits the free kick and it clears the bar by 40 odd yards. You know, we've got Lewis
considering
Hall
some of the
who can whip
technicians
across
we've
in.
recruited. I'm surprised we've not moved on from Fabian Schär being a free kick taker, because you've got sort of your Lewis Halls, maybe your Brunos and Tonali's. I'd prefer maybe one of them have a pop, especially Bruno's quite good at a 25-yard from outside the box. So is Lewis Hall. Schär's more
Bruno
of
was blown out of his ass after 65 minutes and wasn't took off.
Yeah, he was struggling there, trying to keep up with Caicedo when Caicedo turned him a couple of times. And Caicedo's not a fast player. He's not a speedy midfielder. And Bruno just couldn't get there. Bruno was out of gas and he kept him on. I don't know why Joe Linton's getting named on the bench. If there's no chance of him coming on the pitch, then don't put him on the fucking bench. It's a waste of time. Because, you know, and the problem is we're risking Bruno getting injured when he's out of gas like that. He is absolutely shattered and he's trying to sprint and things like that. That's when you're liable to injuries. And we should know by now that we can't afford to keep doing that. But listen, I think if we go to Old Trafford and play like that, we beat Man United. I genuinely do. I don't think Man United.
They don't have the quality Chelsea have got or the depth. So that Chelsea guys, come on. Some of the people saying that we were getting cut through in the middle towards the end. Yeah, our lads were knackered, and they're bringing on people who have a World Cup medal. Like, come on, they've spent billions. It's a bit different, you know, when you can bring on Enzo Fernandez and players, some of the players that they're bringing on, and we've got Bruno absolutely blown out of his arse. It's just one of those things. We're not able to push the squad to that level, but we did it. We really did enough to deserve the game, and we're not going to get the 3 points.
We certainly didn't get bullied. Absolutely not. No way we got bullied today. I thought we gave as good as we got.
We created 7 big chances to Chelsea's
Barnes
1.
missed a sitter in the second half. If that goes in, we win the game. Everybody's screaming from the rooftops. You know, it's just one of them things that you would expect Barnes, the form he's been on, to score that. He doesn't. But
the thing is, though, boys, we need to take that level into other games. If we go now and we're wishy-washy against the West Hams and the Brentfords and the Bournemouths again, then this all counts for nothing. The progression, beating Man City, putting in a better performance against Chelsea. If we can't use this and we just keep losing to people we shouldn't be losing against, then it is all for nothing. But we need to turn a corner, like, mentally, even though it's a 2-2 draw today.
Maris says, come on, Alex. Even Sunderland managed to beat Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. Do you know what? Right, can I just say something?
You only ever come in and chat nonsense when we've had a bad game.
Can I just say something, right?
So
you know what it is. This type of thing makes me laugh because I've took so much abuse this week for this channel being apparently negative. Right? Okay, we are actually quite positive after the result today. Yes, it's disappointing, absolutely, to drop points, but today wasn't it wasn't the normal reasons why we've dropped points. You know, a free kick, a slip by Malik Chow. We went at them today. We had a fantastic first half. We still went at it second half, even at 2-2. We never sat back taking the draw. We went to win the game. And that's what I loved about the performance today. Yes, disappointing to drop 2 points, but it's not the same way. And we try and put a positive spin on it, and people still complain.
I think as a channel, we're not willing to entertain low-hanging fruit just for the sake of, just to upset people saying, oh, Eddie out because we just got a draw today. Like, why? What were the differences in today's performance? That is the whole point in why we do what we do.
There was a massive difference.
Doesn't give that
there was
to
a
people.
massive, yeah. There was a
absolutely
massive difference to today. Yes, it's disappointing. Of course it is. It's very disappointing that we dropped 2 points, but there is different reasons for that today. The performance was there today from everybody. The performance was there. I mean, a couple of players, Murphy frustrates the life out of me, I have to say. The amount of times he gave the ball away today, I would smack him over the back of the head. And then you'll go,
at the moment,
and then you'll go and put a fabulous cross in.
With Alanga.
Well, a couple of super chats to go through. Tony says VAR was worse than the referee. Ike for PM says, please, guys, compare the performance to last week. Night and day. Night and day. That's the simple way of putting it. Real Estate Earth Digger, 21 months a member, says if Chow hadn't slipped and Gordon scores the penalty, we would have won this. It's a 3-1 scoreline. Very important context.
Well, it's not. If the dog hadn't stopped us shit,
we deserve the pen.
If the what, Billy?
If the dog hadn't stopped us shit, he'd have caught the rabbit. It's ifs.
No, but that's not true, though, Billy. The slip, yes, but the pen should have been a pen. That wasn't if it hadn't have happened. The pen should have been a pen.
If Malik Chow time again, he stands 5 yards off and didn't get involved until Pedro's got it under control.
Yeah.
Also, I don't think Lewis Hall's disallowed goal should have been disallowed. When it was in the first half when Sanchez threw the ball out.
Watch it slow motion
absolutely
again.
Overprotection for a goalkeeper. Yeah, he threw the ball out and then threw himself to the floor.
I have to agree, Alex. He puts his arm across the goalkeeper when he throws it. Yeah, but he puts his arm across him when he throws it. You can't do that, man. It's a foul.
It's just as much of a rough and tumble. That, I'm sorry, but that is nowhere near as harsh as the Chalobah 50-50 with Gordon. Nowhere near. If we're assessing them as a similar level of...
Chalobah does... He looks at Gordon. He doesn't even attempt to get the ball. He just wipes
Chalobah on Gordon is not a foul, then Cher on Sanchez is not a foul because it's very similar. Well, not even as bad.
Yeah, but a lot of people would say that he stopped Sanchez from throwing the ball because he put his arm across him.
Well, Chalobah stopped Gordon from retaining the ball in the penalty area.
Well, yeah.
Like fouling him. That's a penalty.
Jazz says, get Howe out of this club. I'm sick to death of this.
Mm-hmm.
Don't think that's on Eddie today. I mean, I'm frustrated with his substitutions coming too late, but I'm not putting this one down on Eddie. Olasola says, to be fair, guys, first goal unstoppable, second goal was lucky. Not sure what else Eddie could have done today. The team didn't play bad, guys. I agree.
I
liked the subs as well.
Super Sam says, Chow slipped. We were better than them. Peter says, Eddie was way too slow to react with subs. Nathan says, right side needs to be sorted. Both absolutely shit. Connor, come on, Alex. 13 points dropped from winning positions.
I've already explained this to you, Connor, so if you weren't listening, that's your own fault.
Callum says, member for 16 months. Thank you, Callum. Real Seamless says, it is mentality, Eddie's mentality that's lacking.
What? How? And how were the goals we conceded down to Eddie Howe's mentality specifically? That is an outrageous take. Outrageous.
Magpie 50, that was unforgivable, throwing a 2-goal lead away. Mark says, I thought the performance was like our old selves, and I'm sorry we were robbed today. Garnacho should have gone. We should have had a penalty. Their free kick wasn't a free kick.
No, I agree with that.
Nobody's talking about that sending off. The Garnacho should have been off. It was studs right down the left calf of Jacob Ramsey. It was a sending off.
At the end of the game as well. There should have been two red cards.
Reese James
yeah.
should have gone the end.
Yeah. What about Caicedo with Tonali pushing him in the back of the head? You're not supposed to raise your hands to your head, but no, because it's Chelsea. We're not even talking about it. DK says, why don't you get wingers taking free kicks anymore like Solano and Robert?
Because they're not often the most technically gifted players anymore. You often get workhorses, high speed, stamina, and it's just different. The technicians tend to be different places. You get so many fullbacks that are technicians nowadays, and midfielders have always been technicians.
Neon says, agree with Alex, played well, unlucky with the goals. Ronan, thank you for that super chat. That's incredible, matey. Thank you. Alex, it's December and we drop more points again. Keep up the happy clapper stuff and trying to find stats all you want. But we are behind the European pack. We will end mid-table. Get the job done, Eddie. One of those things in December.
It's all right, Ronan. Hope you think insulting people makes you feel good. Good boy.
Johnny Vickers says, fully agree with you, Alex. Ref and VAR fucked us. Gaza says, if to take any positives from the game, Tonali, Miley, Gordon, Bruno, Nick all put a shift in. Surely that's a step in the right direction. Surely. I agree.
It's such a boring take just talking about Eddie and the points dropping. There's so much context. Honestly, like it's seamless, mate, as well. You just been, there's a few people being quite aggressive now. We're explaining our takes, whereas people are being rude. So, well, there's like 3 people being rude. Like Eddie Howe, right, against Sunderland, specifically bottled it. Tactically, the way we played, the way he instructed the players to play and take on certain tasks, all of it, plus the mentality of the players, that you can put on Eddie, because it was all down to his choices about personnel selection, tactics, and the way we went about that game. Against Chelsea, the tactics did not lose us that game. Tactics didn't make Malik Chow slip, and tactics didn't make that free kick go in. It's one of those things. And tactics didn't not make the penalties be given. It's not Eddie Howe and tactics necessarily. There's context in every situation. It has to be thought of properly. It's lazy. It's lazy to just say, oh, we just lost the game because we just throw points. It's so lazy, in my opinion.
Jens says, how the fuck isn't that a penalty? Trolls says, I'm Howe out because he wants to sub till we are 2-2, and that's not good enough. And taking Gordon, the best player, hence why I say higher Howe out. Ricky Thomas says, they're all saying game of the season on TV. Must have done something right, except the win. It was a good game. Tomio says, Howe's lack of situational awareness is troubling. Big Tank, Chow's worst game, but he still did all right. I think he did anything badly wrong. Simon says Eddie should have made subs sooner. D3 says the project has failed. And Toon Joe says, overall, a major increase in effort. We need perspective. Do you remember how we played against Sunderland? Luck didn't go our way. Happy for Nick.
I bet Nick's annoyed. He couldn't have done much more for the game, could he?
I mean, he should have had a hat-trick, in fairness. He missed a good chance to get a hat-trick. Look, we'll talk about it more in the review tomorrow night. We'll take a deeper dive into it. That'll be 7:00 tomorrow night, folks. And we'll talk about it a bit more when the dust has settled. But look, I have to say that performance today was so much better than we've seen in recent weeks. So much better. The effort was there. The intensity was there. And I think we've been robbed today. Genuinely, we should have had a penalty. They should have had a red card, at least one. So yes, it's very, very frustrating that we've dropped points again, but we have to look at it in a different way to what we've looked at the other ones. You know, we played well today. We could have gone on and won the game even at 2-2. We had chances to win the game, as did Chelsea. You know, Ramsdale's made some very good saves today. But that's football. That's football.
You should have taken the free kick as well, I think. I think you should have bet on the free kick.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah.
There's a few people in the chat saying that we should have taken Murphy off a bit earlier. Hadn't considered that. That's a great point. Something Eddie could have definitely done better. Murphy was struggling defensively.
That means we would have had to see Elanga earlier, and that would have just done.
Yeah, it's rocking a hard place, guys, because they're
absolutely
not great.
I mean, Elanga, he can play Gordon and Barnes. Surely he can play Barnes on the right. Yeah,
exactly. I said that during commentary. Try that. Connor says, I agree with you, Alex, but 13 points dropped is bad. South says we need to look at that right wing again in January. And Ronan again, another super chat. Sorry, Alex, you're the one inciting fans' fury and saying fans' opinions are stupid. You're the rude one calling people lazy. Opinions are allowed, especially at a cost.
So easy to pick this one apart, Ronan. Inciting fans' fury. I stated it was like 3 people that I'm frustrated with. 3 is not fans' fury, so let's just get that right. I'm not calling people lazy. I'm calling formulating a standard opinion like that is lazy. It's a lazy analysis, not lazy people. You don't have to be a lazy person, but it's lazy just going, Eddie out because we've dropped too many points from certain positions without looking at the context of the game. Opinions are absolutely allowed. I'm allowed to think they're lazy. You're allowed to disagree with mine. That's how it works. We're all on the same team. We all support the same club. Let's do fair things if we're going to disagree, not just call each other names.
I was Eddie out because of the mentality he showed last week in the derby and what he showed all season away from home.
Yeah.
If he shows that mentality today with his teams in future games, then I'm back on the fence again or back on the inside again. Simple as that.
For context for a few people, by the way, Billy is Eddie out and I'm Eddie in, and I damn well respect his opinions. So it doesn't have to be we try and talk it through as a fan base. That's how it works.
Yeah, it's always it's always going to cause splits in fan base when you're talking about different scenarios. But I think we all agree, certainly as hosts today, that we all agree that this dropping of points is very, very different to what we've gone through this season. You have to look at the game itself and say, right, they scored from a free kick. They scored from a slip from Malik Chow. Yes, very good finish by Joao Pedro, but you expect that for how good of a player he is. But we played brilliantly in the first half. We were all over them. We could have scored more than 2. Then the second half, you expect the side of Chelsea's quality to come back into the game. Disappointing that they did. But the fact that we didn't go back on the back foot, we stayed at them, we stayed positive, we tried to win the game. We should have had a penalty. Barnes should have scored at the back post. It just didn't go for us. And it didn't go for us, not for reasons of poor negativity from Newcastle today, but luck was against us. Simple as that. But I thought we were good today. And I think if we take that into the Manchester United game, it's an away game. So we know that things have to improve away from home. But if we play like that, that is good enough to beat Manchester United, in my opinion. Gaza says, why are we not speaking about Miley? He was heroic.
He was.
I mean, Lewis Miley just keeps defying the odds, doesn't he? Everybody, when he came in at right back on Wednesday, was, oh my God, Miley's at right back. And, you know, he was excellent. And then we were all saying, oh, Chelsea's a different kettle of fish. Chelsea's a different game. And then he was absolutely brilliant again today. And this kid just keeps defying odds, Billy. He's magnificent.
Well, he just seems to be one of those players you can fit him anywhere in the side and he'll do a fantastic job for you. You know,
Yeah.
I hope he doesn't get... I hope he gets to play midfield because that's his position. And sometimes players get kind of jack of all trades, master of none. I don't want to see that from him because I think he's better than that, a lot better than that. But just stop gapping it right back. He's outstanding. Outstanding.
Well, apparently the TV gave him man of the match again, so just extraordinary. Olasola says, would like to see Gordon, Wisser and Barnes as a front three. Perhaps Eddie should have tried that before bringing Elanga on. Ramsey making positives today, or Ramsey and Miley positives today. I've seen a lot of people criticising
of our goals today.
Yeah, Voldemar was brilliant. He was
And
absolutely
Gordon
superb.
helped create the first goal as well.
Gordon was outstanding. Gordon had a great game. Paul Spence says, is Miley the new Chow? I mean, listen, if Miley stays as a defender and turns into Maldini, I'll be over the fucking moon.
Well, we need to be very careful with this because he's not traditionally a right back. So because he's had a really good game against Chelsea, it doesn't mean he's going to be able to play that way.
I don't think he stays there. I think there's no way. I think he goes back to the
foreseeable. He'll be there for the foreseeable.
Well, he has to be. He has to be.
Not really any other choice.
Yep. DK says good performance or not. The way we're going to finish below 8th. If that happens, Eddie must go. I mean, that's something to talk about at the end of the season, isn't it? Where we finish. You know, that's
I think it depends on what happens in other competitions as well, doesn't it?
Yeah,
what do we win the Carabao? Do we
play
get
as
far
well.
in the Champions League? Tough one.
What do you say there, Billy?
Depends how we play. If we're going to go to Burnley and park the bus, then yeah, I'm with you. But if we go to away games now with that same mentality of what we've seen today, then I think we'll be fine, and I think we'll win more games than we lose. A lot more games.
Well, the thing is, we can only wait and see on that because a lot of people are still saying, "Oh, they turn up against the big teams," but it's it's the likes of Sunderland, etc., that we turn up or we don't turn up and lose games. So I guess Man United is certainly a game that we should be going there to try and win because Manchester United, despite where they are in the league, they're a poor side. They are still a poor side, and I just think if we play like that, I think we win the game. I think we were, yeah. Essence says, Alex talking about context. The reality is, the context is that we were 2-0 up. It's bollocks. It's not bollocks.
Well, yeah, but I agree with that as well. Yeah, you're right. You are right as well. But can't we both be right? It is bad in the grand scheme of the season.
Yes,
but you can still look at this game individually. You can do both, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Anyway, that is it for Matchday Live, folks. I will be doing my reaction on YouTube, and that'll be out a bit later on. I'll let you all know on social media when that is out. The Real Seamless says, literally during the game, you guys stated Eddie doesn't see the subs needed. This is a pattern throughout the season. That's why I stated its mentality, not trying to be outrageous. Look, I did say that, and I think we all said that, certainly Murphy
I don't
needed
disagree
to come
with
off
that.
earlier.
That's a fair comment.
Yeah, Murphy needed to come off earlier, no doubt about it. And I said Bruno should have come off. How Bruno got through the full game, I do not know. And we got away with that a little bit because late on in the second half, we were being stretched in midfield. They were pushing through the middle quite easily because we were gassed.
Don't get me wrong, it wasn't perfect, but it was a lot better most of the game and for most of the players, and the general plan was much, much better. But yeah, it wasn't without issue, but we should have won that game. Absolutely. Yeah. And they really should have had 2 red cards and we should have had a pen. So let's not forget that either.
Absolutely. Right. There you go, guys. Thank you very much for all your contributions today, guys. It's been a fantastic watch. It was a really good game to watch as well. We will be back live tomorrow at 7 o'clock for the review. We'll take a deep dive into the game. We'll go through play ratings, etc., etc. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, folks. At least it's not a loss to be all miserable about. It was a better performance. Frustrating about dropping 2 points again, but it was definitely a better performance. Thank you, mods. You've been fantastic. And thank you, of course, to Billy and Alex. And the biggest thanks is to you guys out there. Please do give it a like and subscribe to the channel if you are new. And welcome to all our new subscribers who've hit that button today. We will see you all again tomorrow. In the meantime, goodbye.
Away the lads and lasses.
Come back and check out, see, breathe.